3,
I'll take a piss, man.
2, 1.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Prodcast, the podcast that'll shock the hell out of you. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Jonathan and Ryan. What are we talking about today, boys?
My microphone has shit all over it. It is covered in hair, and I don't know why. It's gross.
Sounds like a you problem.
Damn, that is really, that's crazy.
It's your mic. What'd you do? Shove it up your ass?
No, I just use it.
Just a little reach around.
Okay, last time you were here and you used it, you had it like basically in your mouth.
This is true. I was yelling at 13-year-olds on the internet.
You were yelling at 13-year-olds.
I was yelling at 13-year-olds on the internet about how hot their moms are.
Yeah, it was.
That's the great American pastime.
It was honestly incredible.
That is the American. You know, people say the American dream is dead. I'll tell you what, banging hot moms, that is my American dream. That dream is still alive, baby.
Amen.
All right, everybody. So for everybody joining us today, this is our very first shoot. We are having the most ghetto jank setup possible, but you know what? It is working. The whole point of this podcast is to be comical, but also political in the eyes of youth. We are all young gentlemen here, and we want to give insight on how modern day politics directly infect the youth and how we see it from our perspective.
All right, Jonathan, quit yapping.
All right, brother. The Yapatron 7000 is here.
Bro is the Yapatronics engineer.
Okay, guys.
What would you like to talk about today, Ezra?
Come on, get a move on with it. Come on, man.
Okay, hold on. Bro
bitches about me about yapping, but then he came and make up his mind about what he wants to yap about.
Well, since you were yapping so much, I thought you were going to talk about the thing you had.
At least I know what I'm yapping about.
Well, then yap about it. Go ahead.
All right, yeah.
All right, so for context, the other day we were all here at Ezra's house. Not Ezra's house, Ryan's house.
Yep.
And his lovely mother made us cookies. They are amazing.
She's going to come up here with cookies.
Dude, we're getting more cookies?
Yeah, we're getting more cookies. When she's done making
amen.
we're getting more cookies.
Dude, shout out to your mom's baking company. What's it called?
One cute cookie?
One Cute Cookie.
Look her up on Instagram.
Look her up on Instagram. One Cute Cookie. I'll tell you what, your mom is a one cute cookie.
bro. We said we wouldn't do this anymore. We said we'd stop.
All right. Yes, One Cute Cookie on Instagram.
Yeah, incredible.
But while we were in said kitchen, we were enjoying a beverage called, what was that, Mountain Dew Code Red?
Mountain Dew Code Red.
Listen, that shit is fucking crack.
It is fantastic.
It is fantastic. It is a delicious drink, but one of the biggest ingredients on it, and it's in big labeling, is Red 40.
Red 40.
Yeah. Yep.
Ryan, do you know what Red 40 is on a production level?
It's a food dye.
It's just red food dye.
It's just red food dye, except they make it with the most horrendous ingredients.
It is quite literally, I read a statistic, it is in over 80% of all foods we consume on a daily basis.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you look at the back label of regular Mountain Dew, the piss yellow kind, there's still Red 40 in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
It's not even red.
Yeah.
But it's in like GMOs and like preservatives, and it's just
in everything.
It's everything.
But isn't that one of the problems we're having in America in general? I mean, you talk to other countries and they're like, at least our people are fat.
Show up. Hey, English class.
Okay, calm down.
All right. But one of the biggest stigmas is that Americans are fat. Did you know that Red 40 is banned in the UK?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, most ingredients that we use here in the U.S. are banned in the UK. Like almost all of them. You look at I've seen side by side pics of both American like chip bags and then British crisp bags. God. I hate the British.
Dude,
if you look at it side by side, the ingredients are just cut in half because they don't have that. They don't have all the preservatives we have, and they don't need them. Like you don't need all of them.
You don't need all that.
But then why do we have it? If it's not needed to begin with, then why is the Big Mac 150% larger than the UK's version of the Big Mac?
The small Mac?
Well, I mean, at this point with shrinkflation, I mean, it's not going to be 150 times bigger. It's going to be
No,
it's gonna be smaller.
have you-
eventually.
no,
Have you seen the
size.
size of the things in the 80s?
The
It was
size.
crazy.
Oh, everything was
They were
huge.
way bigger.
Oh, have you seen
Dude,
like
I went to-
the
hold
big
on.
gulps?
Yeah.
And how
They're
like the
huge.
big gulps used to be like a 24 ounce, and
Yeah.
now it's like 48. It's ridiculous.
it's insane.
They're getting bigger.
No.
Some's getting bigger.
Okay.
Okay,
man.
but
All right,
no, but I went to, no, seriously though, I went to go buy a McChicken the other day, just like off lunch. I just kind of kicked out of school, and I just kind of left, and I got it, and it was like $5.
I just looked over there in school, and you were just gone.
Wait, $5
I
for a
don't ever see you
McChicken?
leave.
I have the receipt somewhere. I swear.
For
like
one sandwich?
$4 or $5 for a McChicken, and it was like
Did you get a drink with it?
it's like that big. No, just a McChicken. That was
How
it.
much was it?
It's like $4 or $5.
Dude, I can get like
You know the
I can get, like, a
McChicken used to
meal
be
at
on like
Carl's
the
Jr. for, like,
dollar
$20.
menu.
It was
and
$1 for
and
McChicken.
it used to be like $1.29. That's tax included, like $1.29 for a solid sandwich at McDonald's.
That kept America going. That was like
Yeah.
like in
That's
like
where the American dream died.
the hot dogs at
in
Costco.
the hierarchy
are a
pyramid
shining
of like
example
needs, like
of-
that's
$1.59
McChicken.
$1.59 hot dog at Costco
yeah.
is what keeps the world
is what
turning.
keeps the world running.
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, back to Red 40. Why it's so terrible for you. I don't know exactly what's in it on top of my mind, but there has been studies that Red 40 is a leading cause in certain cancers. Leukemia is one of them. For those who don't know, that's a blood cancer.
I mean, pretty much everything causes cancer nowadays. So.
Yeah.
Dude, the sun causes
Everything.
cancer these days, dude.
Dude, we're
But,
we're gonna all die from cancer.
Known to the state of California.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm known to the state of California. I cause cancer. I mean,
dude, you cause brain rot. Is what you
Because
same.
I feel dumber when I'm in a room with you, but like in a good way. Like in a good way, you know.
My IQ lowers by the
It's like
tenths.
it's like huffing.
My IQ lowers by the minute every day.
It's like
of my
huffing
life.
paint. It's like huffing paint where you know, and your brain cells die, but you're happier, you know, because
Whippets. We
because
do
you're
not condone whippets
Oh
around
my
here.
lord!
Are you
smart.
telling me you have experience with whippets right now, Ezra?
I have never had an experience with whippets. I just know
Good man.
that when you huff paint, your brain cells die, but you get
As,
happier.
Ryan for sure was huffing paint when that dude was
Dude.
6.
I can see the silver like on the side of your lips when you're wiping it off this morning. Just gotta,
What?
So, Rust-Oleum or
I'm a Rust-Oleum guy.
dude, what's that supposed to mean? Do you huff Rust-Oleum, Ezra?
No, it's just the paint I use, man.
This isn't a podcast. This is not an intervention.
Oh. I don't have
cheese?
paint. I only do heroin, allegedly.
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 Remember, everything on this podcast is a joke. This is
all satire.
comedy.
This is all satire.
This is all a bit.
All satire.
None of
all
this is
comedy, all bit.
serious.
No.
I
All
love
alleged.
hot moms.
I mean,
What?
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 I don't know, man.
That's a bit.
That's a joke.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not a bit.
He's holding us hostage. Please help.
Ladies, you can find us on Instagram at no. I'm kidding. All right. Anyway, so back to Ryan. Why we got Ezra's bit on it, but why do you think that certain chemicals used in foods here in America are allowed, but in other countries they are banned?
America's the land of the free.
Amen.
Amen,
That sounds
brother.
like-
They don't
Back there.
restrict shit.
I agree. I agree that the government should be hands off on production, but I feel like there has to be some sort of moral compass.
Well,
like,
I mean,
hey,
that's why
maybe
we have-
shouldn't kill our.
That's why we have
consumers.
the FDA, but the FDA doesn't do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw the FDA and CDC charts come out how like a bowl of Fruit Loops is better for you than an egg fried in butter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they
There's
said.
no way.
No, that's actually what they. If you pull it up right now, guarantee you that's what it says.
It's got no internet. I can't. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But no, I believe that
If we get a Jamie at some point, we can do that.
we need a Jamie. We
Yeah,
we need your sister.
If you can get Caitlin in here, then we can definitely have a.
If we can get a fourth member of this podcast, I'd be fucking sick.
Yeah. Fourth member, they're behind the computer all the time.
Oh fuck yeah, brother.
Just let me look that up for you guys. You know.
So Ezra, we were briefing on it before this podcast, but
Yep.
you said there has been a video floating around the internet about Neuralink. Do you want to
Okay.
talk about what that is and
So-
what the video consisted of?
I don't know what Neuralink is at this point, but
He probably doesn't.
no,
He's dead.
Wow.
I don't know what Neuralink is.
What
Wow,
is?
dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what Neuralink is.
Do you not know what Neuralink is?
They
For, the,
could
for,
have just
for
said that.
those who don't know what Neuralink is, what is
Okay,
Neuralink?
so Neuralink is an Elon Musk thing.
Of course, it's fucking Elon.
Of course it's
Yep.
Elon. No, so it's a little chip and has a bunch of wires coming out of it, and you just stick it in your brain, and then you put the wires, wherever they have to go, and then you just I don't know what they do. They connect to it through Bluetooth or something. I do not know how it works.
How would that
But
interface?
it's a brain chip, and it connects to your synapses or whatever.
So like the
That's
neurons
dystopian.
in your brain, because your
Yeah.
brain has electrical pulse like flowing through at all times.
Well,
Like,
that's the whole body has that.
true.
That's how your muscles in your stuff
Anyway.
is
In your wiener.
yeah.
Your dick isn't a muscle. It's a spongy material. That then it's like a pool noodle,
Okay.
You know how pool noodle gets
Like
like
a
a
scrub
little.
daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Fill scrub day full of
Yeah,
water. It's
alright.
firm,
Yeah.
All right.
Cold
So, but when
water.
you
Cold
squeeze
water
it-
makes it firm.
but
Hot
when
water
you-
makes it
But when you
soft.
squeeze it out, it gets soft. And,
I
It's
can
like a
get behind
reverse
that.
scrub daddy. Yeah.
exactly. It's like a normal scrub daddy.
Well, no, because cold water makes a penis.
Oh,
Penis
yeah.
small.
Oh, it's just cold out.
Yeah.
It's a reverse.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So what's this video floating around regarding Neuralink?
I don't even think I watched it. I saw it. I came up on my feed, but it was a guy who had some disability, like he couldn't talk or he couldn't hear, or whatever. It was something to do with audio, and he they put the chip in, and he could suddenly talk here. I'm just gonna look it up because I gotta actually know what I'm talking about at this point.
All right.
So he had a underlining medical issue.
Yeah, underlying condition.
So he
The dude was paralyzed.
So he had an.
he was
incredibly-
paralyzed.
Yeah, he was paralyzed. I think he is still paralyzed, but
So
apparently
he was fucked up.
So he's still paralyzed. So they didn't fix it.
Apparently, it's
Wow.
helping him. I don't
Allegedly.
know how.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
What-
it's helping him.
In what
Is
way?
that his own words?
I don't know. On March 20th, 2024, this is from Wikipedia, Neuralink introduced the person who had received the Neuralink implant as 29-year-old Noland Arba. I don't know how to say that.
Arbuckle?
Nice fucking last name, Nolan.
It's
Bro,
like
freaking John Arbuckle from Garfield.
What the
I
hell?
think it's like Arbow. Through a live stream on X, Arbow became quadriplegic after experiencing a diving accident dislocating his C4 and C5 spinal vertebrae.
Wow.
We need to talk about.
Apparently,
X.
it's yeah. Why would you
Why
even?
is it
why would
named
you?
X?
I mean, I get it's like streamline. It's supposed to be nice.
It is.
Streamlined,
It is
it's-
edgy.
it's
It's Tesla.
futuristic,
It's
but-
Tesla. It is
But I
Tesla.
don't get it, man.
It's Elon Musk.
Now,
and
next they're gonna get.
this
S
is
and
what.
E.
Listen, between all of us, between all of us, I fucking love X. I love
hate
it.
Twitter. I hate Twitter.
I hated Twitter, but X is a breeding ground.
It's the same thing.
Hold on, it is a breeding ground for absolute internet carnage. Like
I refuse. To
I
call it
was,
X.
This is why I'm a chronic Instagram Reels user.
I
I
was-
called it
just
X once.
So listen.
I still call it Twitter.
one
100%
day,
of the time.
one morning, I'm sitting on the toilet, right, and I open up X.
classy.
I see the Drake video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, this is one thing.
I still haven't seen the Drake video.
The amount. Okay, do you
I
know
was-
what it is? Do you know what it is?
Something with his Johnson.
So he's
Okay,
saying,
hold on. Okay,
Same position I'm in.
Sorry,
With his
before we
Johnson
continue.
out?
No, before we continue, guys, because I think we're fucking redlining our audio right now. We have to be a little careful. Let's keep this a little bit PG-13. But in the context of the video, he is sitting there filming himself with no pants and no undergarments, and he is maybe playing with something. Okay.
Maybe playing with
All right,
something.
bud. We can do charades for this, I guess. No, but and apparently the size of something.
the size
is this microphone?
Apparently,
is that
Is
like
this microphone?
it's like this microphone.
It is.
Same
This,
same
people.
dimensions. Yeah,
Okay,
same dimensions.
hey,
Sa-
I mean,
Same
same color and
rigidness
everything.
too.
Same color and everything, dude. That dude was
Same
black.
color and everything.
All right, but anyway, so I go on Twitter, and it is from the original source,
Oh Lord.
and it got 4 million views in 30 minutes.
That
Yeah,
is
that sounds about right.
The fact that something that awesome
Okay, all right. That's just
That is
gets
just gay.
blasted
That's just
on
gay.
X, but like the fact that it's Drake, is
he has money.
Insane.
He has money, he has power, he has fame, he has everything, and he's well endowed. Like that's you can't have all of that.
He was mad when his video got released, or do you think he was like, yeah, no, I know?
Bro, he was probably mad until he realized everyone was praising him.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, cookies.
We have a guest, everybody.
We have a guest. We have cookies.
Fantastic.
Everybody, this
Get
is
this outta here.
Caitlin. This is Ryan's sister. Older sister.
Yeah.
Or younger, I don't know.
Shorter.
Older,
Much shorter.
She is the soon-to-be fourth person on
Small
this
and-
podcast.
small
You are going to be our Jamie.
That's what mom told me.
We can talk about it after this podcast.
We'll see if that actually happens.
In the Prodcast After Dark, which you can find on our Patreon.
Oh, yes.
That's where we have all of our good stuff.
Oh.
That is the uncensored, uncanny content comes in. That is where we have the beautiful First Amendment.
Completely unfiltered.
So you can find us at the Prodcast on Patreon. We can find all the good goodies.
Maybe don't-
Patreon.
On Patreon.
Jonathan, maybe don't chew into the mic.
Anyway.
Chew into the mic.
This isn't an ASMR channel.
Not
can
yet.
be.
Not yet,
can be.
anyway.
Friggin' Prod SMR? I don't know.
The Prod Star.
We're all prod stars here.
We are all Prod Stars here.
we are-
We are not porn stars. We are Prod Stars, everybody.
We are prod stars.
Podcast with the prod stars.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we segued pretty far, but the idea of Neuralink, of putting a AI-like technology into your brain to stimulate your brain and your body's motions and how your body works,
Yeah, it can
do we
stimulate me.
think that is a good thing or a bad thing to put an outer thought system into your body?
Of course. Well, I imagine a future.
It's a good thing?
No, I'm saying it's a bad thing.
It's
Because
horrible.
if you imagine a future where everybody has these in their head,
Advertisement.
and then suddenly you can just click a button and then everybody's just brain dead.
Imagine you're driving.
Can you
And you
imagine?
get a 30-second unskippable ad, and you just and you're off the
Can
bridge.
you imagine being dead asleep and you get O'Reilly's Auto Parts? Ow! Like at 3 a.m. and it's screaming.
Hey, no, it's like it's an off.
Where am I?
It's an off-brand Neuralink chip though. You get one from like the black market or like from China.
Fucking Temu.
Ding! You're like, oh, what the?
Temu,
You
man.
order
wake
your
up.
you order your neuro chip from Temu.
Temu is a disaster.
Dude, Timo,
Timo?
Sorry,
Timo.
it is actually Temu. Actually, so shut up.
Temu.
I thought
I'm gonna
Temu
murder
was
you.
a scam for the longest time ever until I was at my buddy Chad's house and his wife had a bunch of boxes of like Temu stuff. And I was like, what is all that? And she's just like, oh, I ordered off Temu. And I was like,
Free Nintendo Switches.
I was like, it's a real thing. She goes, oh yeah, I use it all the time. It's better than Amazon. I'm like, how have I not heard this sooner? She goes, oh, there's no like subscription you need, so it's not like Amazon Prime. You just use it, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's China collecting data.
it
man.
is. Oh, absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
And the product is absolutely garbage, but you're still getting something reliably shipped to you at a good time from a company that literally came out of left field. I mean, come on, y'all. This is what's going to break the Amazon monopoly right here. Is fucking
You guys
Temu.
think it is actually just Amazon trying to like unmonopolize themselves?
Oh, to get in better graces of the government? Oh,
Like
probably.
it's actually just Amazon, and they just made another company.
I wouldn't
Bruh.
be surprised.
I actually-
wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised. The monopoly system in America is becoming ridiculous. So, like,
Yeah.
Google, what is Google's competitor? Can you tell me a Google competitor that is actually thriving? A search
Opera
browser.
GX.
You could say like Firefox or
Okay.
any of these, but I mean,
Opera GX
I use
is one.
Opera GX.
Okay, but Opera GX you have to pay for, correct? It's a subscription, or
no, you just download.
oh,
it.
you just
download
use it.
You just download
Oh.
it. Opera GX. I was
Never
like,
mind, I like
was
that.
like, Google Chrome sucks. I'm just gonna get
Not
Opera
just
GX
Chrome,
'cause I
but
just
Google
saw
in
it.
general. Because remember, Google is just like is the head company, but Google, you also got to remember there's YouTube, there's like another streaming platform that Google owns. There's a bunch of stuff that Google owns bunch of companies that even those companies monopolize. Like, who's a competitor for YouTube? Rumble? Rumble isn't going anywhere.
Nah.
It is falling flat on its
is
face.
the like main video sharing site.
Yeah, like it's
Exclusively
YouTube
for
or nothing. But that's the problem I have with America's monopoly is like the government should be encouraging companies to start and thrive and give the people more options. Isn't that what America is about? Is choosing? Wasn't that the whole idea of the founding fathers of not being told how to live their life, but freedom of speech, freedom of religion,
Yeah, of
freedom
course.
of practice, freedom of
But I
expression?
mean, is putting something on invisible web in the sky for the ones and zeros, is that really real life though? I mean,
No.
I'm all for free speech, but if companies online want to take away your freedoms, I think they are entitled to it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying they can because it's a fake fake
private.
thing.
It's a private.
It's their business.
Okay,
thing.
I see that.
You're
I
not talking,
agree.
it's freedom of speech, not freedom of text and words.
Not
and
freedom
typing.
of internet.
Okay, I agree,
freedom
but what
warrior or
about
whatever.
companies that are in cahoots with the government, i.e., Tesla
Yeah, but is
and
Tesla
SpaceX?
is Tesla impeding my free speech? I don't think they are.
On X, yeah.
Well, yeah, on X maybe, sure.
What is Elon Musk's obsession with the letter X?
It's so
SpaceX.
I think I actually heard this
Twitter,
on
X.
I think I've heard this on another podcast, but I think X is like in the like elemental standard. It's one of the like most powerful, most strongest like letter or element phrase.
That's
So like that's why his son is Ash, but it's spelled AEX12 or something like that. It's
I'm never letting nerds. Do not let nerds name their children.
No.
I mean, parents will literally name their children after internet websites.
Yeah.
Some have named their children Twitter, Apple.
That's
I
a
saw-
name.
I saw a girl on the internet. She's like, all right, words that like mean like not good things, but if they weren't words that had like the negative connotation behind them, they'd actually be nice names. Like she's like, what if I name my kid Felony?
Actually, that wouldn't be that bad
not
if
that
it
bad.
if it wasn't a crime.
If
Get over
felony,
your felon, you're grounded.
if felony wasn't actually
Yeah.
felon,
you're going to your jail.
hey, you
You're going to
name
your
a
room.
guy, felon, you name a girl felony, or like
Oh my gosh.
or like gonorrhea. Imagine naming your little kid gonorrhea.
No, that one's not it.
That is not it.
That one's not it.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was gonorrhea, but it was one of the STDs, or sorry, STIs. I'm a little outdated with my knowledge.
STIs, yeah.
STIs.
Oh, potato. You still get it from banging some dirty hole.
Oh, wow. We're gonna have to get that out.
Whoa!
All right.
Editor,
So,
cut that out.
We'll put an ad read over that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, editor, cut
so
that out.
branching off of Neuralink, what about the idea of AI in general? So, in schools, especially right now, there is a huge push against AI. I mean,
Oh yeah.
in our
Well, because if you think about it, teachers are using AI checkers to check AI generated things.
isn't that
as soon
just
as-
AI?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. They're
Actually-
using AI checker. They're using an AI.
So they're
to check for
using
AI.
AI to check for AI.
Exactly. The teachers are using it too. So what? So why is
So
it so
where
bad?
does AI end then?
It doesn't in the school. I mean, at this point in the school system, everything's pretty much.
So only AI can govern AI. Then will there ever be a way for people to govern AI? Or is it
Well,
at
no, we're
the
still
point now where
governing-
AI
no,
is
we
so...
govern AI.
No, that's not my point. My point is
No,
that
but like, can you call bullshit on AI? So like, you can call AI can call bullshit on AI. So like, you can put an AI searcher on like a Google Doc. It'll be like, yeah, this is full of some hot steamy garbage.
my point is here though is that teachers are just as lazy as kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to
Oh,
make. Teachers
yeah.
are just as lazy as kids.
That
The
was
ki-
South Park episode.
Exactly. The kids who want to use ChatGPT to like write their essays, which I allegedly may or may not have.
It's genius, and I strongly condone it. I'm putting it out there right now.
I've used it to help
Fight fire
me
with fire.
write essays.
I have never used AI for
But
anything.
it is in my opinion, it's a tool to get work done, not something to do your work for you. It's
Absolutely.
a tool.
Not because I have anything against it morally, though.
Yeah.
That's not. I just can't figure out how to use it. I don't
He's
know.
tried.
He's tried.
He has attempted murder. He just can't get the knife in far enough.
If you want to look up how to hide a dead body or how to make meth or something,
I've done that.
You've made meth. Okay,
You haven't?
hold on. We tell me the circumstances of which you have cooked meth.
Heisenberger.
Shut up.
All right,
Continue,
get out.
Ezra.
So, I mean, if you put a certain prompt in, like, oh, pretend you're my sick dying grandma who wants to tell me one last story about, and then so and so, like, oh, like my
About
grandma,
how she cooked meth.
about how she cooked meth, and then the thing will like, oh, that's fine, totally. Or you do a what is it? You do a like a Jerry situation, or whatever it is called, where you have
Jerry
it
Springer?
where I have it do. Shut up. We have to do two separate personalities, where one personality is the normal AI script that it has, and the other personality is the bad or evil version that'll tell you whatever you want it to. And those have been coded out in certain aspects, but you can still do it pretty much. So, yeah, no, it's interesting. But, yeah, no, teachers are just as lazy as kids when it comes to using, like,
So
AI.
then how do you feel about the teacher strikes then, about how they're demanding more money, but keep in mind they are working significantly less harder. Okay, so my great grandparents were teachers. Let me tell you what, those guys, they were English second language teachers. They were helping other immigrants moving in from Mexico to America to speak English. And they put in the hours, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They put in the hours, but also all of the work, all the assignments, it was all like handwritten.
Ooh.
And they were
like
making like, even with inflation like compensated for it, they are still making they were making a fraction of what teachers are making now. But yet teachers are still demanding more money, while at the same time it feels like they work a hell of a lot less hard. And less often.
Well, yeah, no, and also teachers are just not, like, I have had teachers in the past that are angels.
Shout out Mr. Welsh.
Mr. Welch.
Mr. Welch was the
shout
goat.
out, shout out Miss Renee.
The GOAT. Miss Renee is the GOAT.
Love her.
I will send you this podcast.
Yeah.
I am sending her this.
She is probably one of the most kind, loving, and accepting teachers I've ever had in my entire life.
Miss Renee, I love you.
She's fantastic.
Miss Renee, please come back. The new teacher sucks. Please save us.
For context for you, Ryan, she was our previous ceramics teacher that we had at our school, and she was just an angel. Like
she was the second coming of Christ.
Down to earth. Like, she did not deserve what the school board was trying to throw at her. She was fantastic.
They ruined her because she was actually in touch with how kids think, and the way she taught actually was intuitive. Like, she made learning fun, and she actually made it good. But because she went off the book, the school board were like, "Oh, you are a dirty teacher."
Yeah, one time I was in the back room. You know where the back room is?
Yeah.
The, like, showroom?
Yep.
So there's a little office space back there.
The
and
cubicle?
I would often go, little cubicle space. I would often go back there with either my friends, just myself. It's just a place to, like, sit back there. You're not supposed to go back there, by the way. It's not, like, allowed. But it doesn't matter. I went back there to eat a sandwich one time. I just finished it, threw away the trash, and I'm just sitting there. And I'm just on my phone, doing whatever. Lights are on. I'm just in there, I'm just chilling, and an administrator comes in there to get something that just printed off the printer that's, like, right next to me, or copy or whatever, and she, as soon as she sees me, she's like, "What are you doing here? Like, why are you here? You're not supposed to be back here." She's, like, lighting me up, and I'm like, I was just eating my lunch back here. Look, I was just eating my sandwich, and she's like, "This isn't allowed." She's like, "I'm gonna go," and she gets, like, super frustrated, and she storms out of the room.
Starts turning green.
Turning red.
And she
Red 40. she just turns into liquefied red 40.
Red 40.
It's like a meat cannon.
She storms out of the room and she goes to talk
melts.
to Miss Renee, and Miss Renee did not deserve this, but the administrator starts chewing her out, and Miss Renee claps back at her like, "Shut up! I do not care." Like, and apparently in the conversation that she had with Miss Renee, she used the term towards me, referring to me, an undesirable. Whoa. She called me she said, "These undesirables in our back room."
Oh,
Miss Renee, she went off.
She's actually told me, so I did not know that was you they were talking about.
Yeah, so she lit this girl up. She's like, these, and she's like,
And these are the same people that are begging for raises, are calling students that they are being paid to work with undesirable. They are labeling kids.
people who have
If kids
the
are
wrong
undesirable,
mindset.
then what is your job?
Exactly. If you do not have the right mindset, if you do not like children, don't work with them.
Welcome
Don't
to
work at a high school.
America. You have freedom to do whatever you want as long as it's in the confines of the law, but you can do whatever you want. And if children are undesirable to you, don't be a teacher. Go pick up trash on the side of the road. Go, I don't know, go give dogs haircuts.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Go to something else.
Go
because
do anything.
If you're gonna harass students because you had a bad day, go home. Don't care.
You don't deserve your job.
You don't deserve your job. If you're gonna go to a place for learning and then harass students because you feel like it, you shouldn't work there because you're a bad person.
Not only do you not deserve your job, but you also lose your voice on what to speak about. If you suck at your job and everyone knows you suck at your job, no one's gonna care what you have to say about your job.
Exactly,
if you are a bad teacher and other students and other teachers see that you suck, why do you think that anyone's gonna listen to your stupid protest about how you should be paid more to do less?
I think a lot of the reason that teachers want to be paid more is because Gen Alpha sucks.
Oh my god!
okay,
This is a great segue
I'm gonna
into
be
the
honest,
next
too.
generation.
Kids suck. We do.
We are horrible.
We are
we're
horrible
bad.
people.
We are a
I'm
bunch.
okay, you guys are bad. I'm awesome.
We
Guys,
suck.
I'm awesome.
this
But-
podcast is a bunch of degenerates who are really
Okay, we're not-
bored.
Okay, true.
We are. Come on.
We're not designers, but we're bored. My point is also segueing towards Ryan's thing. We suck, but at the same time, if you can't handle that, don't work with us. Like, I have harassed teachers in the past because I was a little shit. But,
Still is.
Well,
okay, all right. But
see,
my point is here, though, if you can't handle that, then don't work in education. That's just not how you should be going.
but what I've seen is that for
It
teachers
is
who
literally
work
becoming
for
a
years
diesel
and
mechanic, but only liking electric cars.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
What I was going to say
I'm sorry, Ryan.
is
Ryan,
I've
continue. I'm
I've
sorry.
seen videos of teachers who have been working for 30 years, and they've been like, it's always not great, but it's not great in a way that I can deal with it. In the last couple of years, it's been getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
They have been actively not caring. They have been not following instructions whatsoever. They have been doing nothing that they're supposed to be doing. They have been like goofing off, not doing work. You tell them to get off their phone, they stay on their phone. They don't care. They don't even put it away when you ask them to.
Okay,
They just
but let me
keep
ask
it
you
out. They just
something.
don't care.
So then let's segue into this. Do you think, alongside teachers getting lazier in their curriculums, do you think parents are getting lazier in their teachings?
In raising their children?
Oh, yeah. No,
Let's
Absolutely.
look at
iPad
Generation
kids?
Alpha. Listen, I have two cousins, my mom's sister's kids. I love them. They are great, but they really make me worried. I swear, that kid cannot go 3 whole breathable seconds without doing a Fortnite dance.
What is that?
I don't know what's going on.
What is that?
check it.
Did it just die?
What happened to it?
For those listening, we just lost camera real
What just
quick.
happened?
This
We
is
are
going to be...
still recording.
We're
so
still
the
recording.
Audio,
This is audio only right now.
This is audio only.
the audio is gonna be fine.
The audio will be fine.
The GoPro just died, so
Unless
I
I
think the
keep the
rest of this
computer in front of me.
podcast might be audio only, which is just fine.
It's
If you guys,
fantastic.
if you guys want to continue bouncing off each other about Gen Alpha, I'm gonna fix the camera real quick.
all right.
Go ahead.
So,
Wow, okay.
my cousin Chip.
Yeah, Chip. Which I've heard so many good things about.
He's great. He's an angel.
Sure he is.
He quotes Jinxie and
Oh,
Sketch
Lord.
all day, every day. What's up, brother? You're cooked, brother. All the time, every day.
If a kid said that in front of me, I'd probably just deck him. He'd be gone.
Dude,
I'd probably punch that kid.
you probably would. He is kind of jacked, though. I'm not gonna lie. His entire family are are huge. They're wild.
He's like, what, 13?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he'd win. There's no shot.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
No way. But he would probably get a like 1 or 2 good blows. I'm not gonna lie.
To what?
And then he'd call his brother, and his brother would absolutely destroy you. But it's kind of crazy like that.
Is it back on?
What are you looking at?
We're back.
Are we back? Oh, sweet, we're back.
Nice.
What is that?
What is that?
There's a little silly.
I don't know. That's fine. But you know what? I'm just gonna ignore it.
There's a little silly yellow circle on the camera.
We're just gonna ignore it. But audio is rolling, so if we want, we can just put a really nice background, and we just have an.
We can just put Black Ops 2 gameplay.
So do we not have camera? Do we have?
We have camera right now. We're good. We're on.
Okay.
We could just put Black Ops 2 Zombies gameplay in the background.
Yeah.
Just
We could
Nuketown.
totally put BO2.
high rounding on Nuketown. That's it.
Dude, back into segue. I think this is back into segue. What am I saying? All right,
Back
back
do you think
into
about
what we were
segues?
saying with Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my little cousin. He cannot go 3 breathable seconds without saying Riz, Skibbity, or breaking out into a Fortnite dance. This guy wears a Galaxy Fortnite shirt and hat, matching hat, everywhere he goes. And
John-
look, he has his hobbies. That's great. But when I was his age, dude, I was grinding Skate 3.
Yeah. Listen.
I was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Back then, I was.
I'm gonna be honest though.
I am depressed.
Were we?
We know.
Okay.
I could never play Skate 3.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I never played Skate 3, and I think about it every day.
For those who don't know, Skate 3 is a game by EA released in 2010 that God made me so excited. It was the best thing to ever come out.
Were we much better though? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, like I know we were
Were
better.
we
Yes.
much better? Here's
Definitively, yes.
Okay. Well, the point I'm saying is though, because if you look at throughout generations, actually no.
I mean,
we
you
were.
had Undertale.
No.
and all of that stuff
The
happened.
point I'm trying to make here is that when you look at history, every older generation sees the younger generation as worse. Like they're like, oh, okay, they do this new thing that we don't like. But definitive thing here is it didn't change that much. It was like, oh, they read more now, or oh, they do some delinquent stuff, but they always did that.
Yeah.
You know what we have now? Technology that has exploded at an exponential rate, so that now kids are addicted to iPads. They just sit there and just look at it.
Brain rot.
Just brain rot. It's straight up brain rot, and I
It
think
kills you.
The brain rot multiverse.
You know what? I made fun of my little cousin for watching TikTok 24/7. Do you know what he tells me? I don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube. I'm like, oh,
YouTube Shorts.
Hold
Dude,
on.
my
No,
cousin said
I'm
the
not
same
done.
thing.
I'm not done. He goes, I don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube. This guy watches 10-hour compilations of TikTok. He's watching TikTok on YouTube and still has the gall to tell me.
that's actually worse. That's
He
actually worse.
this kid will sit for hours
Because
and
you
watch
know he's on his high
TikTok.
horse. You know, he's
Oh,
like,
he
I'm
thinks
better.
he's so cool. Oh,
He thinks he's so cool.
I'm
just
not.
'cause
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say his name, but my cousin thinks he is so freaking cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the kid to death, and I love his younger sister. They're both my cousins. They're family. They're great. I take a bullet for them. But oh my God, help us all. If either of them become presidents, we are screwed.
Actually, I was looking through my camera roll the other day, and I found a video. I was at one of my friend's houses from church, and their younger siblings were just sitting on a couch watching. It was the classic. It was like a video of something, and then no, it was actually just game footage, just mobile game footage.
Mobile.
They weren't even playing a mobile game.
It was on a TV in the living room, and they were just sitting there watching
Like trance,
mobile game footage in a trance. They were just watching it, just sitting there like.
like a baby,
What's
like
the point?
I don't know.
They literally went on TV, they went on YouTube, and they looked up like compilation
Bro
of
really
whatever.
watched 6
and
hours
they
of
just
Subway servers.
no, you know what it was? They went on YouTube Shorts on the TV, and they were just
Oh
scrolling
my
through it.
God.
Just scrolling through it, and I was like,
This is
"What
what's
is
wrong
this?"
with this is
It had on autoplay, so it was just video, boom, video, boom, video, boom, video,
this
just
is
going.
This is a problem with Gen Alpha. Our generation, which we are late generations. No, we're early Generation Z.
No,
we're mid. We're like dead center.
are we-
yeah, we're pretty
dead
much
Okay,
dead
so
center.
we are mid Gen Z.
Because Gen Z goes to
the
like
years-
1998, I think.
The
It's from
years
1997 to
between
2012.
if you were born between 2003 and 2007, that block of years is the last block of years to grow up without immediate entertainment.
The
And
golden
what
age. Well, 'cause when
I
I was
mean
in-
by that is, did any of us
No, yeah.
at 6, 8 years old have a fucking iPad?
Nope.
So I had
wow.
okay.
No,
When
no.
I turned, no. Well, when I turned,
Google surveys say that the average kid right now to receive an iPad is 7 years old. 7 years old and can go on YouTube Shorts and watch brain rot for hours. That's what's wrong with Gen
when I
Alpha.
was like,
You know what I did when I was 7 years old?
no.
It is lazy
When I was like
parenting.
7 or 8, I got an iPod Touch.
So sick.
But
I
yeah,
remember
but-
my iPod
No,
Touch.
but you know the only thing I
got
did on
one.
that, I would watch Minecraft YouTube videos and like I'd play Clash of Clans. That's all I did.
But see, but that
And-
is
and-
intuitive.
No, I
We're
know.
learning how to do
But
something.
I
no
did
matter if
that,
it's failure.
and that was the first one too.
Yeah, I went straight from the 3DS to the iPhone SE.
Yeah.
lit, bro.
I didn't have. I didn't
remember
have
my 3DS.
But see, but
I still have it.
No, but here's the difference.
It's probably just sitting
we
around
didn't have
somewhere.
social
mine
media.
too.
We didn't have social media. We
No.
didn't have like advanced YouTube. We had basic YouTube. We had some mobile games and a camera. That's all we
I
needed.
didn't. I got my phone like way later than everyone else. I was after. This is gonna sound weird, but it was in middle school, I think.
Oh man.
You got your first phone?
Yeah, 7th grade.
No, same thing happened to
I
me.
got Mom. You were gonna be so mad at me. So in 5th grade,
Oh, no.
I had
no.
I had a
Oh,
flip
no.
phone. In 5th grade, I had a flip phone that you and Dad gave me because you guys didn't want to give me a smartphone.
I had the same thing.
I resented you guys so much for it because all my friends had iPhones.
Yeah.
That I purposefully left my phone in the church jump house. I didn't lose it. I left it there on purpose so I could get a Samsung. Yeah, Mom, I did that. Your flip phone, shove it up.
I also had a flip phone in like 5th grade, but then I got my mom's old Samsung. So we had very similar experiences, except I didn't have to lose mine
all
on
the way.
purpose.
I
Poor
would
boy.
I would never go away from Apple anymore.
saw-
If your texts are green, get the hell away.
Oh,
from me.
yeah,
I
that's
don't want
true.
to talk to you.
I saw a horrendous video just the other day.
Oh, tell me.
It was a house, and it was like it looked normal, but then they walked closer to the bricking, and it was iPhones. They made
What?
the bricks were iPhones.
Oh no.
I mean,
You have to have some real money to do that.
Not just-
and it didn't even look good
What
either.
at least they're recycling dead product. I mean,
I mean,
because
to make an iPhone, what does it cost? Like a couple bucks in materials. Like it's a couple bucks.
right,
Yeah.
but 99% of iPhones within the
Maybe it was
first
just
2
casing,
years,
I don't know.
99% of all smartphones in the first year to 2 years of their life end up in landfills. So at,
yeah,
least, so at least it's going to some sort of being recycled.
Yeah, it's like planned obsolescence. You make a product that doesn't that's really good at first, and then it doesn't last very long, and then you got to throw it away and get a new one. Like my iPhone 10 right here, it is like it's not doing well.
Yeah.
I've had it for a couple of years. It is not doing well.
And the thing about that is, if they didn't do it, it would be working great. It
Oh,
would
yeah.
be-
No, yeah.
It would be ideal.
If I stopped getting the updates, my phone would be working fantastic.
Oh
right
yeah, no. Planned obsolescence is awful. Honestly, I hate it.
Well, because if
I
you
would-
it,
I would-
Planned
like-
obsolescence. The history of planned obsolescence.
I would
It
still
first
have my
came
iPhone
in
SE if I
the.
could.
It first came in the
off on
Edison
John.
light bulb.
Yeah.
They purposely put cotton in it so that
Yep.
it would die sooner. And you know what Edison ended up doing? If your light bulb lasted longer than 6 months, they would sue you for it.
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait. Really?
Thomas Edison invented planned obsolescence, and it has been the death sentence
Okay.
of America.
If we had a
Thomas
Jamie,
Edison
I would
was kind
have.
of a shitter.
If
He-
we had,
he
if
was a
we had,
shitter.
if we had a Jamie, I would have to have them pull that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pull it up right now if you wanted to. I
It's
don't.
not connected to the internet.
Really still.
We need to.
But I
Jamie,
know
hook that
this.
up to
I
the
know
internet.
this
Whatever.
for a fact that Thomas Edison planned and invented planned obsolescence because he put cotton
this up?
in his light bulbs.
I'm looking this up.
That
Let's invent
guy's
a time
an,
machine,
that
go
guy's
back
an asshole. And if your light
that
bulb
asshole.
lasted more than 6 months, he would sue you.
I mean,
You
come
had
on.
to register your light bulbs.
You had. To,
When you bought a light bulb from Mr. Edison
Mr.
himself,
Edison.
the
Short-lived light bulb gave birth to planned obsolescence. No, dude, you're totally right.
I know I'm
At,
right.
at spectrum.ieee.org,
Okay, he's a smart cookie. He just ate a smart cookie.
the
His
Great
brain
Light
cells
Bulb
are
Conspiracy, the Phoebus cartel engineered a shorter-lived light bulb and gave birth to planned obsolescence. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, fuck you, internet. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, no, I had to check it. It's not that I didn't believe you. It's that we have to have sources.
Back
for some of these things.
in the day, your light bulb, the part number on it would be taken down and kept in a registry, and they would keep track of fuck you.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Damn.
I'm waiting for the step
They would keep
You're
track.
13 now.
They
wow,
would.
yeah.
You can't swear, and you can't say the F word anymore.
They would keep track of your light bulbs, and essentially what would happen if them keeping track of your light bulbs is they would time how long you've had it and how long it's been since you've gotten another one. And they will find where you live, and they will serve you,
That's insane.
and they will sue you because you haven't bought a new light bulb.
I'm gonna put this article into the description of our video to make sure we have like an actual thing you guys can read. But it is what it is. Yeah, Thomas Edison made sure that the light bulbs didn't last very long, and it's saying here they would sue you. So
Yeah, fuck you, Thomas Edison. I'm glad you're dead.
Yo, okay,
Whoa.
now it's rated. Now it's
I'm sorry.
it's rated. It's
rated R.
It's rated NC-17.
But like
Oh my
cars,
gosh.
but cars today,
Oh my
so like
goodness.
head gaskets in cars today, some of them are made of paper.
Yeah.
It is designed like Kia and Hyundai had a huge recall because there was paper found in their head gaskets that would
Dude, I hate Kia.
explode the motor. Your
I
car,
hate Kia.
your
Listen.
car, goner, buddy.
If you drive it, this is actually a personal.
What's a
If you
head gasket?
drive a Kia
A head
Soul,
gasket is
I'm not-
a piece
Jonathan.
of material that would route coolant throughout the block or between the block and the head to keep your engine cool. But you have to keep coolant out of the cylinder.
That sounds really great to make it out of paper.
Oh, right.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
it's a great idea.
It's not like it's experiencing, a couple hundred degrees of heat consistently. No, just paper it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
if you drive a
won't
Kia
burn.
Soul, I hope
you die.
I hope you get hurt.
Your family's a great Christmas.
If you drive a Kia Soul and you think you're cool, I hope something bad happens to you.
That was the greatest
nothing
impression
specific,
of
just
that video I've
something
ever heard.
bad.
That
I'm a
was
genius.
so good.
I'm a genius.
I hope you step on like a thumbtack or something and it just hurts really bad for like a week.
Kia Souls, Prius C's. If you drive a Prius C, which is the weird Corolla Prius thing,
Oh,
have you
yeah.
guys seen those? Oh my
No.
god! Literally, please put a nail between your toe and your toenail and kick a wall. I can't.
Yeah, no, true.
Not stand it.
They're so bad. If you drive a
Yeah.
Prius in general, just jump off a bridge, honestly.
I like the idea.
But like
hold
a
on. I
3-foot
like
bridge,
the
you know?
idea.
Yeah, like not
Dude,
that
I
high.
want you to sprain your ankle.
Yeah, I just want you to just twist something. and then you're,
I like the idea of the Priuses because it's if you ignore the environmental stuff about them, but if you look at like the gas mileage and like the cost of owning one, it actually makes a lot of sense to own a Prius.
Yeah.
It's the owners and the people that do own one.
Hey, is the camera
Lord
on?
help me. No, the camera's off. This is gonna be an audio only podcast
Okay.
until we get a new camera.
How long have we been recording for, by the way?
We are at 47 minutes.
Okay, so
Out of a 2-hour long podcast.
keep
Yeah,
going.
this is-
Let's keep it going.
We're going strong.
Yeah.
For those we don't know, we've been trying to record off of a GoPro, which overheats really fast, so it keeps
Oh.
turning itself off because it gets too hot. So we
Let's just dunk it in water.
I'm gonna get
first
I'm gonna get a new
business
camera.
expense is gonna be a Nikon.
Yeah, no, I have an Nikon.
We need
can
a
use.
camera.
Yeah, I will get us an actual like good camera.
A camera that could actually record longer than 30 minutes without
Yeah.
blowing up. Anyway, I digress. I
I want to
digress.
get like a $3,000 PC.
You're gonna wait, what? You're gonna get $3,000 PC?
No.
Oh. You almost got me excited. I was like, first podcast, we're getting an upgrade already? Sweet.
Upgrade. That's
But I get
awesome.
a little chubby up.
I might have to get more storage if we're gonna store all the recordings.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, we do need to get an
I-
external hard drive.
Yeah, I'd definitely because I have like how much. I don't even know how much audio recordings take. Like how much storage.
Probably
they take
not
up.
much, honestly,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
I mean, I can download an entire audiobook off of Audible, and it's like 180 megabytes. And it's
that's
like
not bad.
It's a 38-hour recording.
That's really not bad.
38 hours?
I know. I have Audible. It's
One-
it's really good.
Oh my
One of my audiobooks.
We are not sponsored by Audible
Touch
at all.
grass.
No, not at all. But it is a
Pay me Audible, then maybe
I
we can
love
talk.
Actually,
Audible.
Audible.
Pay
Also,
me.
if you
Pay
do
me.
want to sponsor us, I mean,
Audible is incredible.
Pay
I love
me.
Audible so
Then
much.
you can get an ad spot.
Pay me.
This guy
Yeah.
loves listening books.
I love listening. Oh, dude.
These guys like
Have you,
listening
guys
to
seen,
books.
have you guys seen the new Creepcast video, by the way?
No.
This is something I want to talk about.
I
Creepcast.
can't.
I love
Okay.
Creepcast.
I'm not a scary
I love
guy.
Creepcast.
can't
What
be
are we talking
scary.
about Creepcast?
For everybody who doesn't know, Creepcast is with Wendigoon and Meat Canyon, and they have
Oh,
a
now I
podcast.
have
also
to-
known
actually,
as
yeah, what-
also known as Papa Meat.
Also known as
Now I
Papa
need to
Meat.
start listening to it.
But
I was
on
like,
their channel, they have a
okay.
lot of they read creepypastas, and you can look at, if you don't know what creepypasta is.
Creepypastas are fictional, scary stories on the
so
internet
they're
designed
pasta,
to just
but they have
scare
creepy
you.
parts in it.
Yeah,
Essentially.
I don't know.
Did you say pasta is fictional?
No,
Is pasta not real? Are birds real?
No,
Or are they
actually,
drones
they're-
from the government?
They're government drones.
I think
government drones is what
some
they
birds
are.
are government drones. Okay, hold on. No conspiracy theories.
What
The
do
new
you-
episode
That's not
is
conspiracy. That's just fact.
the new episode is about
Real.
Gregory 88.
Why
I
is
do
he?
not
Why is
know
he?
about
88?
this
Why is
story.
he 89?
Shut up, Ezra. Shut up, Brad.
I'll shut up. No, okay, so I forgot that I've listened to this story before by another guy who reads creepypastas online. Now this one is actually an ARG, and if you don't know what an ARG is, that is an augmented reality game. Ooh. And you basically go online, and it's somebody who posts on like Twitter or Instagram, and they just post stories and videos and pictures, and it's supposed to be like you can interact with the person while they're posting, and it's all fake. So this guy, he was talking about how his grandfather died, and then he had to go move to his house to start to sell it and clean it up, and he didn't know his grandpa that well. But when he gets there, a lot of weird stuff starts happening. There's weird people stalking him while he's in his house.
Oh, that's cool.
He finds little like Blair Witch Project type, effigies all around his property. And it just gets really intense. And I know what the ending is, but I forgot how
Don't
it gets
spoil
there.
it.
I'm not going to.
I'm interested.
I know generally where it goes. It has something to do with the woods, like around his house, because he lives like on a lake, and there's just really weird stuff happening. And I remember some of it, but not all of it. So I'm really happy that they came out with this, because I've been totally forgot the story existed. So I'm really excited to listen to the rest of it. I'm about halfway through, at least this episode. I don't know if there's going to be parts to it. So we'll find that. But another thing that Creepcast does is they've read two very specific stories. One of them called Baraska.
Baraska. What is Baraska? Is it a place? Is it a thing? What is it?
Oh, John. Oh, do not make me explain Baraska.
Baraska. All right. So
Do not describe. Okay, you can describe to them what it is.
Where can we find Creepcast?
Okay, Creepcast, you can find them on YouTube. I recommend you go check them out.
On YouTube?
I'll go
on
check
YouTube.
them out.
Can you also find them on Spotify and?
You can find them on Spotify,
Apple
iTunes,
Music,
Apple
yeah.
Music, all of that. You can find them. You can find them pretty much anywhere, because they have both audio versions and the video versions where you can find them on YouTube. I think they have a Patreon too where they do special episodes. I'm not sure if that's true.
So do we.
So do we. We will actually have a Patreon. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't clicked off because you think we're
And an
just
OnlyFans.
we are not okay. All right.
That is where you can see our faces live.
Yeah. That's where you can see our live content.
Yo,
Yeah.
whoa, hey.
All camera.
What do you mean by that?
All
All camera angles, all of them.
All camera angles. We have a foot cam, armpit cam,
We have
a gooch cam,
okay. No.
What cam?
a gooch
Okay, hold
cam.
on. We have
Which cam?
another thing, another story that they. So Baraska is very disturbing. If you like disturbing, scary, weird, creepy stories, I recommend you go check out Creepcast. But another thing they did was Pen Pal. Now,
Oh, I loved it.
now
From what you guys have said about it, I am.
Ryan, you
Listen,
have
I
to go.
No,
love
I'm out.
I love horror themed
Listen,
stuff.
I tried to listen
and
to the Mandela catalog.
Mandela catalog is great,
Mandela
but
catalog.
I have to sleep. with
I
lights on.
thrive off horror.
that was like
I
2
love
months
horror
ago.
movies. I read horror. I love horror. And pen pals physically made me ill
No,
because
same thing
it is so a lot of like creepypastas or anything like that. A lot of them they're fake, but like something like pen pals. Is something that you could absolutely feel like it feels like it's happened. It feels like you're reading history.
It feels like you're reading like a police report. It feels like you're reading something that a kid wrote in his notebook because he was so freaked out by
It's
it.
so real. The way it's written and all the aspects of it, it feels so real.
It's like you're reading a diary from somebody who had actually like seen and heard and
I'm a very
experienced all these things.
paranoid person, so
It's
I can't
very
listen to anything.
it's insane. The whole thing with Pen Pal is it's just this kid, and there is a man. You don't figure it out till the end of the story, but it's like you don't understand it. Everything that's happening happens for a very specific reason. And when it gets to a part where it kind of dies down and it's a little lighter, there's jokes being made in the story, and then suddenly something happens and you actually feel nauseous. You get goosebumps, your eyes get a little watery, you get that like the hair stands up on the back of your neck.
Like the shaky.
Yeah,
like
you get
the generally unnerved.
you get an actual like shock response in your body, and I have felt like I need to throw up because it is so impactful.
Well, the whole plot around it is something that we actually face a lot of today, and I mean, for the
Pedophilia on
older
Roblox?
audience, no, we can't say that word on YouTube. Don't repeat it. Thank God
don't.
I was talking while you said it. But
cut
it talks about an element in it is over sexualization of children.
Yeah.
Which is that not a problem we have in today's society?
No, dude, of course.
We are almost enabling people who...
We're enabling grown men to try to like, especially with drag shows. Like if you want to do a drag show in like a bar for people who are 18 and older, 21 and older, so you guys can drink.
Perfect.
You can do that.
It's America. You can
do whatever you want.
As long
But
as
if
legal.
you want to bring that into my school, in my kid's school, like what are you doing? Like you're physically like you're sick.
Oh yeah, you have something
Isn't
seriously
that like
wrong with
an
you.
inherently sexual thing?
Yes, it is. It's supposed to be. It's people wearing minimal clothes, dressing up as women.
For those people who don't know what drag is, it is a trans man, a man who wants to be a woman, dresses in women's lingerie.
It's a lot.
I didn't think it was trans. I thought they.
No, it's not that they're trans. It's a lot about the makeup and the process of getting ready for it.
Yeah.
There's something to it. I am not qualified to talk about it because
None of us are.
None of us
Yeah,
are.
none of us are qualified to talk about this. My point is though, because of the videos you see on the internet and people like blowing it up, you see drag queens going into elementary schools and performing shows in front of small
They do
children.
reading sessions.
Exactly.
They tell stories to kids.
What
You
kind
can-
of stories? That's the most important part.
So-
Just children's stories. No, but see, the whole thing is though, if you want to do that in the privacy of an establishment where there's not kids, you can do that.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's wrong to do it in front of kids. It's inadvertently sexualizing children, and that's gross, and it's wrong, and you should not do that.
It is
Definitely.
so. I've
It's
talked about
pedophilia,
this
essentially.
before, and there is a huge thing with about banning books and bringing new books into elementary school curriculum. And one of those books, I can't exactly recall what it's called, but I remember it is the two main characters are two African American men who are homosexuals, and this is down in up in Portland, Oregon, and the proposal for this book to be shared with third graders, and this is happening all over the country of pro LGBTQ plus curriculum being introduced into elementary school. Sex ed for males isn't till 6th grade. So why are we putting homosexual and trans ideologies into kids when they're not even taught not traditional,
It's
but
not even
sex ed until 6th grade?
It's
Why
also,
are they introduced
it's
to it
not
so
even that
young?
it's sex ed. It's that. Well, because I actually remember that girls got taught sex ed before we did.
5th grade.
In 5th grade, because they mature faster, which is true. I'm not going to dispute that. It's just
Women
biology.
used to beat the shit out of men in elementary school. I remember watching it, dude.
Dude,
they would be
whipped.
taller. They would be stronger. They would run
I was
faster.
actually a bully.
Bro, I got whipped.
You would be a bully.
Dude, we had a group of boys, and then there was this one girl. It was like in 5th grade. Her name was Vicky.
Oh, Vicky.
Vicky.
Oh, Lord.
We hated her.
Was she
I don't-
African American?
No.
Why would you... What black girl's going to be named Vicky?
Victoria, hello.
I think.
Yeah, but
she
they
was,
wouldn't
like,
be called...
Russian or
They
something.
wouldn't be called Vicky. They wouldn't go by Vicky.
I know.
They'd go by-
I know
they'd go by
Victoria
Vic.
that I call Vicky.
They go by Vic, or they go by Victoria. They wouldn't go by
Victor.
Vicky.
Yeah, we-
Victor.
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 We tortured that girl, and it wasn't like 3 or 4 guys. It was like it was like 7 or 8
Holy
kids.
crap.
No.
7 or 8 boys who all just
Is she still alive to this day?
Is she alive? I have no idea.
Did
I
you
think she got-
guys-
No, she got held back after 6th grade, so
sounds
we
about right.
passed into a different school, and she was still there. So I have no idea.
You're terrible.
It was awful.
You're terrible.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I had a girl.
Everything
in,
that's going on in your life right now, you absolutely deserve.
no, I had a girl in
Everything
like.
that's going on in my life right now is excellent. I'm having a great time.
That is true. We are having a great time right
I
now.
had a girl in like 6th grade. I was we were running like a mile or whatever, and we got like halfway down the mile trail.
What's your fastest mile time?
I ain't gonna talk about that.
We're none of us are talking.
we got like halfway down the mile trail.
on
and
the
we-
on the Patreon.
My fast-
we
on
had
the-
to- we had to
Patreon, you can
stop.
find our
No,
mile times.
we had to stop and wait for our teachers to like make sure we were all there before we started the next half because we're going through like woods
Yeah.
because it's like long enough. So we have to go through woods to get to like the halfway point, and then we come back. They gotta log you, but it was really stupid because it's like this back alleyway. It's not an alley. It's just like this backwoods area. And so if a bunch of kids are back there, they're gonna do some dumb shit.
Yep.
So we're all back there, and I'm, everybody's teasing each other, everybody's like messing around, and this one girl, I'm not gonna say her name unless I already did by accident. I don't think I did, but
You outed her instantly. You're
I'll call
the
her-
chick you bullied, Ryan. You outed her instantly.
Oh yeah.
I'll call her April. April,
Well, how do you know that
was-
was her real first name though?
yeah, exactly. He
Good
might
on
have-
you, Ryan.
He might have been using an alias. I am no right now. She was a lot bigger than me.
Like stronger or weighty?
She was she
Hefty?
was vertically challenged.
Wow.
So she was a little.
My sister?
She was a bit wider. No, that's wait. Is vertically? Is vertically challenged? No.
Vertically challenged
Sorry.
is short.
She was horizontally challenged. She was horizontally challenged. She was
Wide shoulders.
She was taller than me. I will admit that right now. She was taller than a lot of people. She
Bro was a
was
linebacker.
a unit. And she okay. All right, bro.
You are 5'9". We are 5'9".
You're shorter than me.
You're
No, I'm
five
taller
size.
than you.
No, you know
I
you're
am
shorter.
taller than
you.
you.
are literally
Let me
short.
stand
No,
up.
we're
We
not.
will
I'm
take a
not.
picture of us back to back on the Patreon.
We'll actually do that.
We will actually
We'll
do that.
Everything's on the. Screw it. This podcast is on the Patreon.
So,
no one gets
The
it.
podcast is free on YouTube, but all the extra benefits.
I say something mean to her, and she grabs my head, like my hair,
Oh, that's
and she
awesome.
starts just like ragdolling me around, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I take her hand and I just kind of rip it off my head, and I throw her hand because I'm still a guy, like I'm still by muscle mass stronger than her,
Yeah.
even if it is middle school, and I take her hand off my head, and I'm like, I so just wanted to smack the shit out of her. Because I could have, but there's a teacher right there, and they didn't see what happened to me, so if I smacked her, she'd be like, ow! And then, she would have screamed, and then would be like, why'd you hit her? And I was like, oh, she did this, and they, I don't have proof, so they didn't believe me.
But he didn't do that.
Yeah, so,
But no.
When I was in elementary school, I was ruthlessly bullied. I was short, fat, and I had a massive stutter,
Oh, yeah, that
especially
was
on
me. I
my
bullied you.
vowels. So when I was in elementary school, it was the trenches, bro.
dude, middle school was horrible. I actually,
No, elementary school was bad for me. Middle school, I got it. So elementary school, I was relentlessly bullied because I was.
You need to fix your mic stand, bro.
Dude, what?
It's edging.
it's
What are you
fine.
talking about? Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, right back
like
to what I was
it's
talking
gonna
about. In
fall off.
elementary school, I was relentlessly bullied because of my stature and the way I talk. Because I had a really, really bad stutter. Anyway, dude, there was these two chicks who, I swear, like, one of them's in juvie now. Like,
Whoa.
one of
Oh,
them's
wow.
in jail.
You're gonna
for-
have to tell me that story.
Okay, so allegedly in 7th grade, she conspired to kill her mom.
Whoa.
Wow, okay.
And last heard about this in 8th grade freshman year.
Any
I heard.
reason for that?
I don't know. She was a bitch anyway.
Didn't get her phone back.
Okay, so
after
they
she
were
was
bullying
grounded?
you.
Like,
All right, so I was relentlessly bullied, right? But there was this one day where I had enough. And for those who do you guys know what Adventure Time or not Adventure Time? What was the after school program?
Cartoon
For
Network?
no, there was a after school program on campus to where if your parents still worked and they couldn't come
Oh,
pick
dude, I
you
know what
up.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Star?
I went.
It's Adventure something. I know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
We
so
have the same
it is like a after school camp to where if your parents still work, they can come pick you up there and
Jonathan,
whatever. Anyway.
What elementary school did you go to? Don't say it aloud. Just mouth it. What? No.
Anyway,
make
so
sure.
anyway,
No, we
these
both had a similar
these
program.
fucking bitches put this dude named let's call him Bill. This
Bill.
kid named Bill, little Billy, to come
little
beat
Bill.
my shit in while I was at
Yes.
camp. And so this dude in like 5th grade was already 5'10". This dude is like a linebacker,
Wait,
bro.
I just remembered in my
He
4th
starts-
grade class there was a kid with a mustache.
he start no
He was-
this
he was-
kid.
I think he was 14.
So this kid
In my
starts
4th
chasing
grade
me.
class.
So this kid starts chasing me
Was he
across the
sped?
field. He is a linebacker.
No, he had like, I don't know. It was crazy.
Okay.
All right,
This
continue.
kid was a linebacker, and I see him. It is like run of the bulls. He
Oh
is.
my lord.
He is slobbering at the mouth, chasing me down because these dumb broads put him. Anyway, he chases me all the way across campus, across the field. It's like half mile of dead sprinting, and this guy, he just he like speared me in WWE style.
Jeez.
And dude, we went at it, and like we were beating the piss out of each other. And I swear to God, I saw a teacher recording. I swear to God, this chick was recording. And these are the same people asking for raises. Anyway,
Oh,
Oh wow.
we're going back there.
Go
okay.
back.
anyway, we are halfway through this podcast, and we have a little segment where we use Cards Against Humanity white cards, not sponsored, although we should be, white cards to pick topics. A lot of these topics can be controversial, dirty, or funny, but we will make topics out of them. Ryan, you have the first card. Do you want to tell us what it says?
It says Carlos Santana's horrible wailing guitar.
Okay, okay, hold on. I like Santana.
I do too.
But it does sound a little funky. I'll be real.
The pitch idea? Ryan, pull another one.
Pull another one. All right.
We keep pulling cards until we find something we can make a topic out
Being
of.
hunted by giant eagles.
Dude, okay, all right. So hear me out. We can now talk about the ATF here.
Oh.
Wow.
And we
I
can
was gonna
also-
go. I was gonna go Lord of the Rings.
We
but
can talk
Alright.
about the ATF, and we can talk about all of the government parts that have 3 letters, i.e., ATF, IRS, FDA, all those assholes.
CIA, FBI.
All those bastards that are unconstitutional and shouldn't be a thing. Anyway, can we talk about in hunting and game? You literally have to pay the federal government to kill an animal that the government doesn't own.
True.
Have you thought about
True.
that?
I mean, the government owns the land, though, don't they?
I mean, then what's...
It's government-owned land.
There's no... It's not public land. Did you have to pay a fee to get on the land, though?
No, true.
So then how is it the government's land? Does the U.S. government own everything?
Well,
Then
don't
what's the
they-
point of private property? So if you hunt and fish on your own property, can you get in trouble for it?
Well, if I have 4 square feet of land, and you pay me to buy 1 square foot of that land, and then I let you have that land, it's yours because you paid me for it.
Yeah.
Right, but then why does the government still have to put restrictions on what you can do on your land, which you rightfully own?
That?
Or really just land that the government doesn't own. So for
I think-
for example,
I think The
in
government shouldn't be able to own land.
well, I mean, the government
Well,
has to own land
that's-
for military purposes.
No,
I mean,
they
like,
also have to. Well, because if you think about like the
stuff.
Louisiana Purchase, they had to purchase all that land from other people, and
True.
so therefore,
Yeah, you're right.
therefore the government then owns that,
Yeah.
and then they can lease that out to the people who have.
It's
well,
such a
'cause-
gray area
it-
because
it's
you-
also
you
about
can-
business.
You can find land in Alaska that's never touched and just call it yours, and then now it's yours.
That's cool.
You could, yeah,
That's
because
cool.
nobody's gonna dispute that.
Exactly. So it's about buying discovered land, or no, it is. So with the
It's transfer of land ownership is what it is.
with the Louisiana Purchase, it is buying the rights to discover the land. That is,
'Cause
all
you're
we
not-
didn't buy the land itself. We bought the rights to that land, of which you can explore on and develop into your own
Because
thing.
it's also because again, you're not buying land, you're buying a transfer. A deed is just a transfer document of ownership to a thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that when another person wants to buy that land, you make another deed, which is a transfer document. You're not buying anything, you're transferring something with ownership.
Oh, I can smell it.
Sorry.
Oh, dude.
I wore boots today.
Oh man, I can smell
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
My socks are weak.
So we're getting the dogs out. We're getting a little, just kind of.
I am not letting these
Reeling
dogs
in.
out. Yeah, put those
My
back
feet
on.
don't smell because I'm not dirty like you two.
Listen,
Jeez.
I'm not dirty.
Oh my
I've been
God,
wearing
it's getting
boots
worse.
all day, and I've been working today. Okay, I need
It smells like when you like.
Ryan.
when you,
Shut
like-
up,
when you,
Ryan.
like, flip
Ryan, we
over
are on a
log-
public
when
podcast.
you,
Shut
like,
up.
Flip over a log
Stop.
in the middle of the woods.
It's like a-
Wow.
It's like,
Okay,
it's like
fuck
you
you
go to a
both.
bog and you like release.
Yeah.
All right,
It's like
you-
a layer and you like
It's like
You
release
a
it.
both
when you
utterly
disturb-
suck.
when you, like,
Whoa,
disturb
I
the
don't
top
smell
layer
it. I'm
of
not saying-
algae on like a
I'm not
stagnant
saying
pond.
it
Brian,
smells
stop
like that.
publicly shaming me.
Stop smell shaming
I'm
me.
gonna
Shame you.
sue you for defamation of character.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think my feet
Okay,
smell
I'm
like
sorry.
roses.
No.
You smell my feet.
Am I off the podcast?
No.
Smell
No.
Smell my
Smell the
feet,
doggies.
he says.
for the Patreon, I'll smell your. I find that on the Patreon.
On Patreon,
If you pay me, I'll do some.
dog pictures.
I'll do some things.
Hey man, $20 is $20.
Okay.
Anyway,
I mean, yeah, true.
so Ryan, pull a new card.
21.
Voldemort. I don't like Harry Potter, man.
I don't like
I- Millennials.
fantasy. Millennials ruined Harry. No, I'm sorry.
Millennials
Yeah, no, they're just weird.
ruined it.
Harry Potter made millennials suck.
Yes, yes.
Can you
No,
imagine
I
a
think
world if Harry
millennials
Potter
made
never
Harry.
existed?
I think millennials
It would be a
kind of.
utopia.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think it's like a compounding force.
Can you imagine a world without Star Wars or Harry Potter?
No.
It'd be a utopia.
What do you? I love Star
Star
Wars.
Wars isn't bad.
Star Wars is
The
awesome.
Star Wars fan base makes me want to hurt myself. The Star Wars fan base.
I mean, like I
I
like
The
Star
amount of
Wars.
slimy.
I understand what you're getting
I'm not
at because
a
they're a
fan
bunch of
Star
nerds.
Wars, but there's
Like
nothing wrong with it.
there's nothing
Star Wars
wrong
is
with
a
Star
great
Wars.
series.
Cinematically, it's great.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think it's
You're
awesome.
talking about the fan base, the people
The
who.
fan base, yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that. I understand that. They are a little smelly.
Buddy, we still have 50 minutes of this podcast. You better wake up, buddy.
I yawned one
You
time.
better wake
Better
up, buddy.
Well, I've yawned,
This is-
I've yawned repeat.
There is no
I feel
room
one
for
coming
the weak.
on right now.
There's
Hold
no
on,
room for
hold
the
on.
weak here on here.
Um,
Here on the podcast, there is no
it's
room
like a
for the
feedback
weak.
loop. It's an endless feedback.
All right,
Now
can you
he's
guys
yawning.
stop? It's giving me anxiety.
You're about to start yawning too.
All right, pull. But I'm just saying though, like, can you imagine? Oh, actually, we could segue into how Hollywood is really pumping out nothing but dog shit. We having a
It's 'cause of
Twister
the
too.
writer's strike.
You know, Twister, the early 2000s tornado movie.
Oh, yeah.
They're making a second one. The first Twister, amazing.
Okay, some of the
Who
movies.
asked for a
some
second
of
one?
the-
Not
it's
me.
Twister.
Some of the movies
It's
that are
Twister's
coming out.
son.
Some of the movies that are coming out are actually really good.
Can
Like,
Fast and Furious die already, please?
what's up?
Fast and Furious.
Mom,
Can it
stop the
die
car, I
already?
need to pee.
I've never watched the Fast and Furious
I
movie.
haven't either.
Okay, I suggest you watch the first 4.
No, I'm
After
gonna I'm
that-
gonna watch all of them, and I'm just gonna watch them all in one sitting. That is my plan.
That's like there's 11. No, there's 12 movies.
I want to
12.
spend like a
Each
full
one is
day.
3 hours
I'm spending
long.
an entire day.
20. That would be like
I'm gonna binge it.
36 hours.
I know.
That is a weekend, boyo.
I'm gonna binge it
Oh.
all.
Without sleeping?
Yeah.
No, you're just gonna sleep and it'll be your dream.
This
Yeah.
man.
It'll be like you'll be having.
Oh, get a Neuralink chip and just put it directly into my
and
brain.
it'll just
Yeah.
into your brain. You'll be having if you do that, you'll be having dreams about Fast and Furious for the next month.
It's just all gonna be car dreams, which is not. I'm not gonna complain.
Family.
Family.
Can we talk about how Paul Walker, who is Brian O'Connor in Fast and Furious, was found out to be a pedophile?
What is that?
Oh,
The
dolphin.
word-
What?
So Paul Walker was found out to be a pedophile.
What does that mean? He likes dolphins?
No. He
Oh, pedophile. Got it.
Pedophile.
likes the kitties.
You know
He
you
likes
like
cupcakes.
He likes cup. Oh,
He
so-
likes cupcakes.
Okay, if we ever need to refer to somebody who likes cupcakes,
Yeah.
we'll say like cupcakes.
They like cupcakes.
So
Yeah.
Paul Walker found out to have a extensive history with cupcakes,
Oh Lord.
and it broke my heart because listen, I loved the Fast and Furiouses with Brian O'Connor in it,
Yep.
and oh my god,
So Paul Walker liked cupcakes. That sucks, man.
yeah, big
He's a cupcake muncher.
dad.
Wow. Did he just like look at the cupcakes, or
Did he
did he
look at
like
the
eat the cupcakes?
You're
Grooming.
like eye them. Oh, he baked the cupcake.
Oh yeah, he was
Oh,
he
man.
was letting it simmer, if you would say.
Ooh, he was
Yeah.
letting him cool down before he
He
ate 'em.
was throwing in the ingredients for when it was ready.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it was not
That's rough.
not that good of a guy, I
Yeah,
must
that's
admit.
Minecraft YouTubers do that a lot. Minecraft YouTubers love cupcakes.
The whole content scene right now seems to be very corrupt. I don't know if you guys watch YouTube a lot, but there's more absolute garbage people who have a platform compared to good people that don't have a platform.
Yeah.
Are we good people?
No.
Are we?
Okay.
How do you that's the thing, is that calling someone a good person or bad person is so subjective.
That's what I mean.
Are
No, 'cause if
are
you
we
say-
good people in our eyes? I would say yes, but to the most people out there, probably not.
Well, because what is being a good person?
But
Well, most people aren't good people.
well, I mean,
Most
don't
people
ask.
lot.
I mean, don't ask 1940s Germans. They'd probably give you a.
Yeah. Well, because
But that's how
if you think
subjective
about
it is.
No, but if you think about it here, you're looking at either like, does somebody break the law? Is somebody just a jerk? You know, this and that. I think it really does boil down to the fact that one, every person inherently, I'm not going to say every person inherently is evil, but we all
Evil tendencies.
have
tendencies.
being human is one, making mistakes, which we all do, and two, well, it's really just about not being perfect. None of us are perfect. No. You know, but it's really about the fact that we all have bad in us. Like inherently we all have like evil in us. But the distinction between inherently bad people and good people is really just I think it's mostly tendencies, you know.
It's what you think about without actually thinking about it. It's
Because
what you...
there was a guy on the internet who he was on Reddit, and of course he was on Reddit too.
Reddit.
He was on Reddit.
Birthplace of BS.
Yeah, he was on Reddit, and he made like programming tutorials for a lot of people.
Okay.
And people loved this guy because he gave this really good information out for free, and one day he just fell off, and they found on the news that he had been convicted of baking a lot of cupcakes.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
No,
I
Of
mean,
course.
he baked a lot of cupcakes.
What?
He sold the cupcakes, bro. He
Sold cupcakes.
frosted
Oh,
them,
he
baked them, frosted them, sold them.
So he was trafficking.
So he was cupcake trafficking across
Not
the
really-
border.
He was digitally cupcake trafficking.
Wow.
So he was selling the recipe for
His
cupcakes.
own cupcake. His own son was making cupcakes with him. His
my
his like
God.
12-year-old son.
So he was also selling the recipe for cupcakes.
Yeah.
Was he selling his cupcake?
Wait, did he sell his cupcake?
Wow.
With
His own?
His own cupcake.
he sold his own cupcake with a friend. He had a friend baking a cupcake with him and his kid.
Oh my god.
Like it was so bad. It was so bad. And
But
everybody
then
was,
why do people like these deserve a platform? But also, let me ask you, what did YouTube do about it?
here's the thing.
Have you?
If you look at that guy and you're on Reddit and you're looking for a tutorial and you're like, oh, this is a good guy. This is a good guy because he's giving information out for free. He's being super nice to people. He's a kind person. He's a good person. But then behind the scenes, he's not. So you're looking at this guy saying, "Oh, he's such a good person because he's giving us information out for free," and then behind the scenes, he's baking cupcakes.
He's
do you
that
know?
guy.
Do you know SS Sniper Wolf?
I do know SS Sniper Wolf.
Do you know what she did?
I do know what she did.
What did she do? Enlighten me.
I do know what she did.
So,
Who is
so-
SS Sniper for people that don't know?
So she's.
I'm pretty sure
she's
everybody knows
she's just not a good YouTuber. She's just not good.
It's just-
it's reaction.
It's
is
brain rot
videos.
before brain rot.
It is a
Bra-
brain rot
she is
female
the first brain rot
YouTuber.
creator.
She just wears really low crop tops.
Yep.
To like get the.
And then react to videos. She duplicates videos. She does.
So she steals content
Yep.
from people.
She steals content from herself. She just
Sexualizes
reuses it.
herself.
Yep.
Yes.
And calls it a platform.
Yep.
So,
Great.
And then
What did she do?
Another YouTuber,
She's a YouTuber,
Jax
it just-
Films,
Yeah.
was realized how dumb it was and started making fun of her for it, like he should.
And then.
And then what happened was she got wind of it and
she
went
doxed
to
him.
his house.
Yeah, she
and
showed-
took
She
a
doxed him.
video.
I have actually seen this. Yeah.
She doxed him.
Wow.
And you know what YouTube did
you know-
about it?
do you know-
Promoted her.
Do you know
Yeah.
what is doxing?
Do I know what is doxing?
Can you tell the people at home what doxing is?
So it's a kind of dog.
Stop. Tell people at home what doxing
I think
is.
people know what. I don't think. I don't think we
My
need to.
parents are gonna watch this,
I don't
and
think
my
we need-
stepdad, I know that guy is gonna be like, doxing. How do you spell that?
Docking. Docking.
Docking. Way.
Whoa, hey. Calm down here, folks.
Anyway, so doxing is
Calm down.
publicly releasing private information, i.e., phone numbers, addresses, occupation of business, any publicly putting out things that should remain private is what
Yeah.
doxing
Yes.
is, and she doxed the shit out of him. Like,
Oh yeah,
his-
no, she got
his
on li-
house,
she
his
got on
family.
live stream on like
Oh,
Twitter or Facebook or whatever,
it was
and she went to his
Facebook
place and
Live,
she
I
was
think,
it
and
was
she
Facebook Live.
went to his
She went to
house.
his house. I don't even. How'd she even find his address?
She was apparently somewhere around there.
Okay, so
They
so
live
she,
near
so
each
she,
other.
They live near
So
each
she
other.
Oh,
already knew where
shit.
So well, no, it's like Hollywood Hills area.
Street fights at the street, bro.
Yeah, so she shows up at his place and she's live streaming or filming or whatever, and people find out where he lives, and oh man, it's just that's so bad. And then later on, everybody's like, Several shouldn't have a platform. She shouldn't be on this. She shouldn't be on YouTube anymore. And yeah, nothing happened to her.
Nothing. YouTube even like
But would
promoted
they-
her for something. I
Yeah.
don't remember what it
Serious?
was, but they
Yeah,
were like
they did
one
not
of our
care.
best creators.
Well,
or
because she
something.
has here. I'm gonna bring
Would
up-
you see
let me bring
the
up the numbers real
Twitch
quick.
drama with Lydia? I think that her name is.
Dude, butthole
Anyway,
streamers. I watch that every day.
there's
Excuse me?
No, so on Twitch, this was a while ago, but on Twitch, which is a streaming service.
Real quick before you continue, SS Sniper Wolf. She has 34.3 million subscribers.
Million.
Yep.
Million
So she has a
subscribers.
lot of influence, and she's doing shit
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And that is allowed.
3.5.
No, it's not. But they don't care because she makes them hella money.
3.5. So it's 3,500 videos. I don't know what her view ratio is, but she is an insanely big YouTuber.
She is one of the most wealthy YouTubers.
Yeah, Hollywood Hills, vacations to Bali, whatever you can think
Yeah.
of, she's done it.
Next
I
card,
like that
Ryan.
sound.
That's gonna mess with the audio, by the way.
It
if-
will,
if you-
but
if
like
you-
Next card, Ryan.
next card,
next card, please.
taking a dump.
Let's skip that one. Let's skip
Yeah,
that
let's
one.
skip that one.
Dude, I do love a good shit though.
That's true.
Dude, a hateful 30-year marriage. That's a good one.
So my parents.
Oh, okay.
Almost
Jumping
said.
right into it.
So, can we talk about how in America, it is like
The destruction of the nuclear family.
yeah.
Honestly.
Why are divorces such a common thing in America, but in other countries, a divorce is unheard of? Absolutely. If you
Well,
if you go,
to like an Arab,
religious-
if you go to an Arab country, let's be real. All those people are just like the females
Not-
in those relationships are real unhappy.
Honestly,
true, but
probably
not
religious-
Arab. Let's
religious freedom,
let's say
honestly.
like, but like if you go to like a European nation, divorce is. Like in America, it's known that almost 60% of all marriages in America end in divorce.
Do they?
Ezra, can you pull up the
I'm doing it right
statistic
now.
of
They,
how many, on average, how many marriages end in divorce in
In Europe?
Europe?
Look it up right now.
Yeah, but I think.
So in most countries, it's over 30%. The divorce rate is lowest. Okay, so 30%. So it's 60% in the U.S., 30% in the
Whoa,
entirety
so
of the
it's
EU.
double.
It is double. Why
Double.
is divorce such a common thing in America, but in other nations, only 30% of marriages end in divorce or separation. But why in America it feels like all of our families hate each other?
I honestly think it's people marry too quickly.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, because everything happens so
They
fast in the
don't-
U.S.
Yeah,
Everything's
but
real slowed down.
in Africa you get married out at 13.
Yeah, true. Well, it's
Yeah, but if you don't, you're
there's
gonna
a tradition aspect.
If you
Well,
there's no
we're not talking.
divorce
We're not
there.
talking about like undeveloped countries.
True.
Because also, when you say Africa, you got to be specific about the countries you're talking about. Because you know what else is in Africa? Egypt, which is
Dude,
Egypt is pretty
walk
nice.
like an
Egypt is
Egyptian.
really nice.
Egypt is fantastic.
Have you been to Egypt?
It's pretty cool.
I wish I've been to Greece.
The
Italy.
Prodcast goes to Egypt.
Bro,
I'm down.
no.
I am well traveled, so if you need like outsider knowledge, I can tell you that. By
Down.
the way, if you're wondering, if you go to Europe, it just smells like cigarettes. That's all it smells
all
like.
the
Yes.
time.
Just all the time.
I've heard Paris
Yes.
smells like piss.
No,
It's-
the cigarettes in Europe are crazy. It is the most purest form of tobacco, and so American cigarettes are so diluted with bullshit.
Tar.
Oh.
Because people, you know,
European cigarettes, I hear that are the greatest things to ever walk this earth.
European tobacco in general is just better. I mean, people live longer.
Cuban
They just-
tobacco is the best, is what I've heard.
Well, yeah, of course it is because it's Cuban. You know, Cuban cigars.
Cuba.
Tobacco.
They got
'Cause
it.
there's
They got
also-
it good.
I've been trying to research recently the link between nicotine products, and tobacco nicotine products specifically, and longevity. I'm trying to figure that out because you look at anybody who has lived like hundreds of years, like old Chinese people, you know, they live
Yeah,
forever.
they live like 200 years. Like
And-
they're crazy.
And
But
you
they
look at them
smoke
and
like crazy.
they wake up, they just smoke a cigarette. They're like, yeah, I've been smoking for my entire life, and I'm somehow still alive. Like it's like it calcifies, it like strains your insides.
It's very weird.
Because cigarettes aren't good for you. We know this, but then why are? Because what's even better, you'd be smoking a cigar. Like old grandparents that smoke cigars live forever. My great grandparents, I was born and my great grandparents got to like hold me as a baby, but then they died soon after. But I think they were like in their 90s.
My grandpa,
and my
best
great-
lawyer in the world. If
Yeah.
you need a lawyer, let me know. My
My-
grandpa's a good lawyer.
but-
He smokes cigars, and that dude, I swear, is probably the wisest and the
Yeah.
coolest dude I've ever met
But
in my life.
but you know, pop is apparently what they used to call him because I didn't know him. So pop he smoked pipes. He smoked
What a guy.
A pipe of tobacco, and I inherited his pipes. And he was dude. Some of those pipes I have are beautiful. He has a authentic Meerschaum pipe, which is it's like this white porous. I forgot what Meerschaum is, but I think it's like a mineral.
A rock.
Meer-
It's a rock.
It's not a rock. It's a mineral.
A rock.
It's a mineral.
You're a rock.
Thanks, man.
Meerschaum pipe.
That's so sweet of you.
It's
I am a rock.
The mineral sapoilite, also known as Meerschaum. It's I think it's a. I think it's from
Stop
the Asian
curling
countries.
your toes at me.
I'm gonna. Don't say that on the podcast. They're gonna think I'm
Wow.
weird.
If you want to see Ezra curl his toes, you can check out the Patreon.
No, I'm not curling my toes for anybody.
Yes, you are. For me, at least.
Okay, if you were like, okay, listen, if
If you want to see his feet, they are on the Patreon.
Dude,
okay, I guess if this is what we're
Which
doing,
of
if
us
that's
has the
how I
best
have to
feet?
make money in this world.
Dude, nowadays, do you see how much money OnlyFans girls are
Oh,
making?
dude, they're making millions of dollars.
hold on, I gotta
If
download
I-
OnlyFans real
if
quick. I gotta
I-
start an OnlyFans.
Dude, porn is just it's so
It's huge.
insanely lucrative.
Yeah, but porn is becoming such a problem this day and age, though.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Look, I mean,
Let me ask you something.
Too accessible.
Well, not only is it too accessible, but let me ask you something. So, porn back in the day was literally boobs on a magazine.
if you you had to get
Yeah.
a magazine, you had to go to like a titty bar or whatever. If I wanted to right now, I could go on my phone. I
If
could go
you
on Google,
search
and I
up,
can look up.
if
I can
you
look
search,
up anything I
if
want
you
to.
search up PORNHUB, there you are gonna the first 4 or 5 videos are all family oriented.
Oh, dude, that's
yeah.
another thing. Okay, let's not.
It is
let's not go into
demoralizing.
too much,
It's
but
terrible.
It is so bad. It is just.
There's a lot of incense on there.
It's gross.
It's just
Yeah.
nasty.
Jamie, pull us up.
Open it.
First, I already like I swear.
First video, pull it up. First video, what
I'm
is
not
it?
pulling it. Well, I'm not looking up. I'm not looking up porn on my phone.
I
right now.
bet you
You said the word.
I'm not looking that up on my phone right now. No, but I bet you in the first 4 results, you will find the word stepdaughter. It's disgusting.
See, family-oriented porn is such porn. I don't give a shit.
Let's just say prawn. I'm gonna say prawn.
Family-oriented
And then incense.
Incense.
Family-oriented prawn is disgusting, but it's so normalized. Like, it's prawn has become prawn.
Let's say prawn. It's like why would we care? It's
Porn has become so demoralized. I remember like hearing about porn back in the day being literally boobs on a magazine or a little bit of cleavage.
Whoa, that's
cleavage.
So cool.
Exactly. It used to be so innocent.
Yeah.
No, it literally used to be so innocent.
I'm gonna be honest.
But
when I
now
was
it's
younger,
so now it feels like porn is just about pushing the next bar. So like shitting on chest is a thing now.
Oh, okay.
Like
all right.
literally, porn has gone down such a rabbit hole in itself.
Let's not talk about this.
Ever
too
heard of
much.
water sports?
Okay.
But look at how.
no,
but you don't think it creates
Jonathan.
incels or it creates problems within society of how normalized that kind of demoralizing
because
shit is?
You know what I used to do when I was like 10, 12, whatever. I'd go on YouTube and I would look up like GTA strip club videos.
That's awesome.
Because that's just funny.
That's incredible.
We've all done that.
My brother caught me one time. Caught me. I was just literally in the living room. And I was like, oh,
shameless.
And I was in my bed, but we all were in the same room. Like we all lived in the same room.
Right.
So we had a triple bunk bed, which was also even sicker. But I was on the very bottom bunk, and so he walks into the room and he looks to the left where like my head would be, and I'm looking at boobies, and I'm like, and he's like, I'm telling mom and dad. And I'm like, no, please. He's like, no. But here's what he did. He used that as a bargaining chip against me for like a year.
No way.
Awesome. I would have done that.
Until my dad.
Dude, siblings are awesome, especially if you're the oldest
until
one.
my dad found he was looking through my phone just because he did that, and he looked at my YouTube search history, and it was he found it was pretty much just like a week of just straight up boobs.
Oh, I have a great story after
boobies.
I'm not even ashamed of it because that was just funny.
I have a great story.
Continue.
So when I was in like middle school or late elementary, I don't remember. I had looked up on my mom's iPad. I was that ballsy. Ooh. The exact phrase my mom can vouch for me. Big booty cheerleader stalking.
Big booty cheerleader stalking.
On my mom's.
I can't blame you.
On my mom's Google on her iPad at the time.
It's kind of tough. I'm be real.
My mom didn't give a shit. She took a screenshot and posted on groups and Facebook.
That's fantastic.
Saying, look at what. No, she goes on Facebook and goes, look at what my son is looking at. And she posts a screenshot of the search history.
That's beautiful.
And she publicly flames me for enjoying big booty cheerleaders.
Dude, okay.
We gotta normalize twerking videos for these kids nowadays.
You're an enjoyer. I don't care. You're not, dude. That was like, that's good stuff. That's not that weird. That's good.
We all did that.
It's funny.
Because you go on YouTube and you don't want to look up like booby. You know, you look up boob XXX. You know,
boob.com.
Boob.com. I am guilty of maybe looking up boob.com.
That is a real search. Jamie, pull up boob.com.
I'm pulling up boob.com.
Pull up Cornhub.
Right, or Ezra,
that's an actual website. It's just pictures.
It's pictures of corn from Idaho. Is what Cornhub is.
That's great.
We're just gonna let's see what we got.
Are you?
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
just chilling, man.
Nothing.
Can you see if boob.com existed? Or does exist?
Go to the Wayback Machine. See if boob.com
so
ever
Cornhub.com is you can buy it. You can buy the domain for like $400,000.
I would do that.
Go to the Patreon and we might be able to afford it.
Patreon.
Boob.com. I think. Okay, so no, it's just photo gallery.
Whoa. What? Hey,
it's fine art. So what a lot of
fine art.
So what a lot of websites do now is if the domain isn't available, it'll redirect you to similar domains. So in this case, it was 2 art galleries and I think
what is a domain?
Breast reduction agency.
What is a domain?
It's a website.
A domain is just a website. It's the same thing as .com. A .com is a domain.
But you have to pay to own it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to pay the internet. You think you can just own? No, you have to like pay money.
To own
What?
To own a website.
Yes.
Always. That's just for everything.
You need to pay money
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
not.
to own something that doesn't exist?
Correct.
You're paying the internet to put
Oh my
something on.
God.
What do you think NFTs are?
Consumerism has gone too far for me.
Dude, you've had to pay for a .com forever.
That is
Yeah.
crazy to
You've
me. I did
never
not know
gotten
that.
them for free.
I never
Yeah.
knew that. I don't know. I
You have
don't
to pay
care.
for Minecraft worlds.
Yeah, you can't.
You
can't.
can't play with your friends unless you pay for a server.
real.
Dude, I want to play. I want to open a realm.
We'll start a Minecraft world.
Dude, opening a Minecraft.
Hey,
realm would be
hey,
If you want the join code from Minecraft World, it'll be on the Patreon.
Okay.
Everything's on Patreon.
Everything's on Patreon. Pay me.
Everything's on Patreon. The Secret to Life is on Patreon. We'll tell you.
Real.
Okay, no, actually, you know what would be good for
starts
like
with a 4.
for a video, would be all of us playing Minecraft together with
That
audio.
would be a great video.
With audio?
Just like 2-hour video, uncut. Just
That's for the TikTok brain rot.
That's
where
that's
that
for the
comes
TikTok
from.
brain
That's
rot.
where you get the handsome fella clips. From.
Yeah.
we'll get handsome fella clips, handsome fella like clips, and we'll post on like Instagram Reels and
Or
TikTok.
we'll just directly steal it, because fuck you.
Yeah, why
you
not?
just take handsome fella's videos and be like,
And just
dude, remember when I said, remember when I said, what do you think you could consider wet willing Joe Biden to be an assassination
Oh my
attempt? Remember when
God,
I
Joe
said
Biden.
that?
Can we talk
Remember
about
when
Joe
I said
Biden?
that? That was all
Okay,
me.
this is gonna be an entire 15-minute section of Joe Biden.
Can we please talk about how horrible the current political landscape
Sticky
is?
Joe?
Sticky Joe?
Yeah, I
Sticky
call him
Joe.
Sticky Joe all the time.
You
It's
know what
funny.
I have on my phone, which will be on the Patreon, is a 1 gigabyte, a whole gigabyte file of pictures of Joe Biden with kids.
Sniffing children?
Just him. Yeah.
It
yeah.
is hundreds of pictures of him
He is-
inappropriately
That was like a
touching kids.
handful.
No.
I just don't. I don't
Buddy,
even,
it's been 4 years of Joe Biden, bro.
I don't even think he knows what he's doing. I think he's just like, hey, look, it's a kid.
It is such.
I don't. He's just there. He's like,
That's horrible.
It's so disastrous, but what I'm really interested in talking about, and this is my conspiracy theory, is are you guys do you guys are educated about the Donald Trump New York situation? Ryan, are you educated on this topic?
Well,
I'm not.
Ezra?
No.
That's very vague. That's not very
So the
specific.
current Donald Trump New York situation is, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what Trump is allegedly did, but New York put a $454 million bond,
Oh my god.
which if you look at the statistics, and even with his net worth, it is not possible to pay.
No.
So what my conspiracy is that the Democratic Party is trying to put a felony on Trump's record,
Yeah.
therefore make him unable to run for president in the upcoming election.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That wouldn't work.
What's your piece on having a rerun of Trump versus Biden?
It's gonna be
More
funny.
memes.
Well, because
memes are gonna be great.
Here's the
It'll be
thing. Yeah,
funny.
the memes are gonna be great. I think
Joe
well, 'cause,
Biden will probably die before he becomes president.
dude, honestly, they're either gonna have to get a body double to like act
Yes.
as Joe Biden, because they're not gonna be able to get him to say anything. They're gonna literally have to drug him up so he can even speak.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
no.
Biden on a primary debate?
He can't. He can't do it.
He barely took it 4 years ago. How is he supposed to take it now when he can't even walk straight?
It's seriously just not going to work.
I saw-
Well, because it's going to be funny because it's going to be Trump standing there, because they do not want him to debate.
No.
Like
I saw-
his campaign team and even the Democratic Party as a total, they just do not
I
want
mean,
him.
we've seen Trump debate. He's a legend.
No,
on the
well, actually,
debate
no.
table.
Because here's the thing. I feel like two of the reasons that Trump lost the last election. One, obviously, rigging. We all
For sure.
know that there was extra ballots. People were voting for dead people. That happened. We all know it.
Or dead people were voting.
It's not
for
it's
Biden.
not like a conspiracy or anything. It did happen. But
It was
two,
ghost. It wasn't
also
rigging. It was just ghosts.
it was also that Trump was not very cordial with his debate with Biden.
Not at all.
No, not at all. He was not playing it well. I think I think he just thought it'd be so easy.
That's the one thing I
That
don't
he
like
did-
about
didn't-
Trump.
I also
That is one of the things. No, he
I
can
can't-
be very cocky.
I
But
hate Trump
that's-
as a person, but as a leader, absolute genius.
Well, yeah, no, that is
As
the
a person,
thing.
he's terrible.
He is a good leader. He's not a. I would not say he's a good person. I don't believe he's a good person. I don't believe he's like that good of a person. But I do think the tactics that he uses, because what America needs as a president is a bully. That's what we
Yeah.
need. We need somebody.
Bully.
We need to be the top dog again.
Exactly. That's what we need. And I'm not saying Trump has to be the one to be that, but right now he's our best bet. 'Cause
Yeah,
what
he
are we
should
gonna
be
do?
that.
What are we gonna do? Get Sleepy Joe to do it for us? No, nobody wants that, and we know that they're gonna be the only two candidates left. We know they're gonna be in the primary.
yeah,
we know
the
that.
only
You
reason
know,
I'm
Putin
hesitant.
absolutely loves Biden.
Well, of course he
Do you know
does, 'cause-
why?
'cause
Because
Biden does
Biden is
nothing.
not a threat to him.
No, absolutely not.
Biden is a threat
America
to
right now
nobody.
is not a threat to anybody. We
Yeah.
could get invaded right now. I mean, we have enough
We would
military
lose.
force.
We would absolutely 100%.
No, we would,
Well,
no. Okay,
no,
hold
we
on. No,
wouldn't
no.
We would
lose.
Okay, we
lose.
would not lose.
China,
Citizens
I am
have hell
no,
of a
I'm
gun.
so scared of China.
Okay, I'm not.
China
not.
scares the
They
shit
might
out
have
of me.
numbers, but you know we have fucking brains. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
China has nationalism, which America hasn't had since Vietnam. Or
If-
sorry, since 9/11.
If a Russian trooper or a Chinese trooper drop into like O Block, you know what's gonna happen. you know,
Popped!
just bah bah bah. It's not
Gone,
gonna work.
gone.
You drop.
We're
you drop
more
an
likely to have
operative-
a civil war than we are to have World War
Oh,
III.
100%.
I think, dude. There's
We're gonna have. There's
nuclear
actually.
bomb,
Did you guys
so-
see the ads for the new movie Civil War?
A24.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It looks fantastic. I'm gonna watch it.
You want to know some absolute utter horseshit?
What?
It was supposed to be out already, but the federal government made a rule on them that they're not allowed to be out until after the election.
Bruh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, no, it's
The
insane.
fact that the federal government has such a hold on
Everything?
everything, but not like the federal government so much is saying like a private company can't release its movie until after the election.
Yeah, it's a private company. What are you?
Isn't
like,
that-
Why can you say what they have to
Is that not directly against what the founding fathers wanted, which is a tyrannical
Wait,
government?
who's barring them? Hollywood?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hollywood and and press from the Democratic Party
It's insane.
don't
That's
want the
actually
movie to
insane.
come out. And it's great because A24 is a independent, more
Yeah.
leaning.
Yeah.
They're not very political at all.
No, they're more libertarian than they are anything.
Right, but they're also very truthful in how they go about certain topics and how they go about certain scenarios. They go from a lot of rationality, and they don't want that. Hollywood doesn't want rationality. Hollywood hasn't been rational since the birth of its upcoming.
No, of course. No, because Hollywood's just insane. Because like Hollywood, like big shots, they do not want. Well, because here's the thing.
Do you know about Bohemian Grove?
I do know about him, yeah.
Bubba.
Do you know about Bohemian Grove? No. Bohemian Grove is a beautiful thing. So there's an iconic picture of Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon at a dinner table, which literally looks like a room of like just forestry. And it was actually Alex Jones, the big crazy guy nobody likes, who exposed all this. He snuck a camera into it.
Yeah.
And
It used to be like an actual.
it is a forest in Southern California where Big Shot supposedly this is a conspiracy
supposedly.
theory, that Hollywood big shots, political leaders, foreign and domestic, would come together for 1 week, have just corrupt meetings. And one of those meetings was between Nixon and Ronald Reagan, where apparently that's the birth of where the concept of the Watergate scandal came from. And those of the Watergate scandal was extremely unconstitutional pushed by Richard Nixon. But the ideas of Watergate allegedly came from that meeting with Ronald Reagan at Bohemian Grove. And Bohemian Grove is believed to be a place privately owned in California. It's kind of like the Epstein Island.
Well, see,
All these with big shots would come together, do a
It's
bunch
not
of
like- it's not
illegal
like Epstein
stuff,
Island.
and make
hold on, Jonathan.
edgy business. It is Epstein's Island without the cupcakes.
You can't have business there though.
I was a cupcake.
Jonathan, you cannot have business there.
You can't have business at Bohemian Grove?
No, you're not allowed. It's literally not allowed. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because as long as you have business, then women can get in. It's a men's club.
It's a men's club.
Because if you have business,
listening.
so if it is a leisure thing, it can be privatized. If it is a business thing, anybody's allowed to go, and therefore
you
it's
know-
illegal to bar women from it. Now, do you know about
Marilyn Manson? Or not?
Marilyn Manson? What are you talking about?
What's the chick that was super beautifully idolized?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. It is known on the Bohemian Grove entry list that Marilyn Manson. What am I
No,
saying?
they allow them in
That-
sometimes.
No, that
do you know about the
Marilyn
Bohemian Club?
Monroe is the only woman besides Hillary Clinton to ever actually enter into Bohemian Grove.
No, other women enter.
Are you sure?
They
You
just
got to
don't
be
come out.
servers.
Because I read that Marilyn Monroe herself said that they denied all other women that trip but her.
Yeah, I could be totally wrong, man.
They allowed her.
There's also you've heard about the Bohemian Club though too, yeah.
What's the Bohemian Club?
It's the first thing that the Bohemians did. It's in San Francisco, I think. The Bohemian Club is a small establishment. It's in a building. It's similar, except it's more of like a cigar bar type deal. You know?
Speakeasy.
Type deal, yeah. Pretty
Gotcha.
much. It's
I can speak
it's
easy.
essentially the same
Easy.
thing. The same type of things happen in the Bohemian Club than the Bohemian Grove, but I think the Bohemian Club's a little more exclusive because the Grove is open to a lot more people. I think. Because I don't have any experience with it, obviously. Like it's not like I have family that go there, but I mean, I just like you hear everything on the internet. I'll hear conspiracy theories. Well, because you heard about the fight, the boxer MMA fighter who apparently got dragged into the woods and got like
Yes.
what happened to that?
Yeah. Absolute disaster.
No.
Supposedly.
I actually haven't heard of that. What is that?
I see.
It's kind of hard to explain, and we're kind of at the tail end of the podcast.
I'll look it
We
up in a
will
second.
save this for the last. We will save that story for the next podcast.
How much time do we have left?
We have 15 minutes left.
I have one last thing that I want to talk about.
Well, we can fit up a couple things in this last couple minutes, but go ahead.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul versus Mike
yeah.
Tyson.
Oh, he's losing. I'm just saying right now because either way he's losing. Because even if he technically wins, he loses
He
because
loses.
because if I think Ryan we talked about this earlier in
Yeah.
the week. If you lose to past prime Mike Tyson
prime-
or any past prime fighter, you lose double. But if you
Win?
beat him, you just
beat up
like
a
a
man past his prime.
60-year-old man.
A 60-year-old man.
What
Like
pride?
there's no
what
glory in that.
pride is there to take
Exactly.
in beating up a old man?
None.
Like you're
Not any.
Because
Did you guys read the rules for this?
No.
No, I didn't. I heard the rules were
Are
BS,
they?
Headshots?
Yeah.
Not allowed.
bro.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no.
Supposedly, allegedly, Dana White released.
Mike
some
Tyson,
things
if you're
about
hearing
this.
this,
I love you.
just hit him in the head.
I love you.
anyway.
We love you.
We love you.
We love
Dude,
you.
I'm rooting for
Worship
you.
you.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, my favorite game.
Oh,
Mike,
hell
baby,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Love that man.
supposedly because they haven't been formally released, but according to Dana White, headshots are not going to be allowed.
Bullshit.
But there's
It's BS. It
That's
is.
BS.
which, if for those who don't know, Mike Tyson is the fucking hammer fist, dude.
Yeah,
He
dude,
is
it's insane.
He is the man of steel. Like that fist connects with your temple, you are out for the next 7 days.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's like,
Dude.
that is coma.
You're gonna be out for 3 to 4 business days.
Yeah, you're done for.
There is no prime shipping on that. Cone.
No. None.
That is straight to your door delivery. Like you're
Next day delivery? Nope.
Dude, it is,
nowhere to be
same
found.
day shipping.
same day shipping, baby. Oh man.
But the whole YouTube boxing and like online creator boxing scene, I feel like we need that with politicians. I want to see.
Dude, I want to see Trump and Biden duke it out.
I want to see. I want to see.
Biden wouldn't even. He'd just be like, "Where am I?" And then clock.
Dude, I
He'd be
want
like-
to see Ron DeSantis
Oh yeah.
and I want to see Ron DeSantis and Trump go at it.
That'd be insane.
Even though they're both Republicans, they hate each
Have you
other.
seen the? I think it's Ron DeSantis. He had what are they called? Like heel
heel extensions
extensions boots.
to make him taller?
Yeah.
Because he's because he's 5'8" and a
This
half.
is a short little man.
He is
He's
a short king.
sad little.
He
man.
is a short king. I love Ron DeSantis, and here's why.
And he was wearing like 2-inch boots.
Who
with
owns
the heel extensions?
let me ask you something. Who do you think owns the majority of the agriculture in America?
In America, like as a total,
Americans.
China.
China. No, they do.
China
Damn it.
owns.
Actually, no, they do.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
I just
China
never-
owns the great vast majority
Man, I thought-
of American
I thought I had
agriculture.
a whole
You know
run.
what?
Like,
You know
I
what
thought I was-
state? Because
I thought I
you know
was
you know
there.
how Mormons have like Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Chinese have? Oklahoma. For
Oklahoma?
some reason.
Oklahoma?
And you know what they do in Oklahoma? They
Nothing.
grow weed.
That's
So much weed.
That's
They grow
awesome.
like half the
Yeah,
weed
but
in the
did you
US.
also know that they bought the grand majority of the potato farms in Idaho
Really?
and Wyoming?
thumbs down.
Insane.
And you know that a lot of the big crop preserves in Montana are also owned by China?
China.
We're
bad.
gonna get sources and we're gonna put this in the description.
But you know what Ron DeSantis did?
what?
What'd
he
he do?
made it illegal in the state of Florida for China to own any land.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
If you
That's
if
nice.
you reside in China, you are forbidden from owning land
Yeah.
in Florida.
That's
China
pretty
cool. 'Cause if you're not
China
previously a
owns
citizen-
0%. China owns 0% of anything in Florida,
That's pretty
and that
cool.
is what we need for
That's
the rest
fantastic.
of this country.
Yeah.
Do you know
No, 'cause-
maybe
because-
maybe
who
they
because-
own some
manufactures
Chinese
the
restaurants.
ammunition? Ryan, let me ask you: the ammunition the U.S. military uses. Guess who manufactures it? Exactly. Fucking
That's
China.
insane.
Fucking
No,
China.
if you go to-
The
if you go to
people
Oklahoma-
who gives us the things we need to kill them are supplying it themselves.
No, but you know what's insane too is that like you think of it as like the cartel doing most of like the human trafficking. You know what almost all the human trafficking is in Oklahoma where the Chinese are growing weed? It's the Chinese.
no shit.
They're growing, and you know what they're doing over in Oklahoma? They're enslaving Chinese refugees to work for them, grow their crops,
And they're growing weed, marijuana.
yeah, to then sell to the U.S. people.
Mary
Wow.
Jane.
It's Chinese. It's
Mary Jane.
Well,
It's Chinese reefer.
we just opened up the market. I mean, look at California and look at like what it's. There's like 38 states, I believe there is, that have legalized marijuana. I mean, we're opening up a great market that Americans aren't taking.
Well, no,
Do you know why?
no,
Because
no, Jonathan,
retards
Jonathan,
like
Jonathan.
Gavin
No,
Newsom
no.
are putting
True.
such a high
No,
tax
true.
on marijuana that like it is cheaper in
No, but here's-
America. It is cheaper and more economically reasonable to buy weed from your private dealer from an actual dispensary.
yeah, no,
Thanks,
because
liberals.
because everybody thinks, wow, okay, really going off. Because and what everybody thinks is that if you legalize something that was previously, like, that was just previously criminalized, that the black market will go away for it. Not the case
not
at
at
all.
all.
Because as soon as it becomes legal, especially because with some.
It just opens a market for something else. Notice
with-
how
no,
marijuana
it's not
becomes
opening-
legal. Fentanyl comes out of nowhere.
It's not making other things legal. It's making it easier to then, like the Chinese did, buy land.
Oh, yeah.
Open their own dispensaries, start human trafficking rings, literally enslaving people. Because what they'll do is they'll have big shot like Chinese like mafia bosses near the border. They'll pick up all these Chinese citizens that are crossing over the Mexican border, by the way, who then pick them up, take them to their farms, and say, "Hey, you now owe us money." Because they don't have enough money. That's why they're fleeing their country. So they fly all the way over to Mexico. They go across the Mexican border. And then they get enslaved by Chinese mafia bosses who then employ them to grow weed in Oklahoma. How insane is that?
That's actually wild.
That's crazy. Now you actually
It's
you can watch
100%
you can watch the
believable.
video on this also.
Do you know Tommy G?
No, hold on. You can. I do know Tommy G. Real quick
I
though,
don't.
if you want to learn more about this, by the way, listeners of our really bad podcast,
No, it's awesome. Don't say it's bad.
it's fantastic. If you
It's
actually, if you want to
fantastic.
learn more about this, from what I was saying, I got all of my information from Loud with Crowder's video on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description as well.
Huge shout out all of the Daily Wire guys.
all the Daily Wire guys, all of them. So we will have that link in the description if you do want to learn more about that. What I'm saying is just from what I remember from his video and from the research he did. So all this is just more anecdote. So if you want to find out more about that, please go over there. But who were you just talking about, John?
I was saying, so Tommy G. Let me ask you something. This might blow you away. Do you know that it's not? So as we know, we have a border crisis going on right now, to where we have no border security at all, especially in the southern border, and any Yahoo can just enter America and steal our tax dollars and whatever. That's for
Love that.
That's
my
that's
favorite.
that's for the next episode. But
Yeah.
the majority of people coming in from the southern border are not Mexicans. They are from China, they are from Vietnam, and they are from Thailand. It is Asian refugees,
You know who else it is?
Chinese merchants. Chinese merchants, people who own businesses in China, flee to Mexico, then to cross into America.
You know who else is coming over the Mexican border?
Who?
Legally, by the way, Ukrainians fleeing Ukraine from the war.
Oh yeah.
Because they have to go. Because you know where they have to go first? They have to go to Mexico. Because there's nowhere else they can go.
Who the fuck wants to go to Mexico?
Nobody.
Not me.
I kind of want to go to Tijuana.
I mean, I would
that's
love
like.
to go vacation, but to live there, I'm chilling.
No, it's.
I'm
I
good.
mean, because listen, I
You
love.
keep your corruption to yourself.
I love the people. Fantastic
I left
people.
my flip flops there one time.
Great women. I'll give you that.
Oh,
But
Mexican women, please, God.
beautiful.
I love you.
But I mean, culture too. But the country itself, I mean, it's overrun with cartels, police, corrupt
It's
cops.
such a corrupt nation, but for being such a corrupt nation, why do they have more national pride than us?
That's true. That's true.
They're the most prideful.
Propaganda.
The most prideful
It's not propaganda.
people
They just
in
love
the
their
world
country.
are Mexicans. Mexicans love Mexico.
They love their own people.
Oh.
Because also that's another thing.
But why do Americans hate America so much?
People claim.
Internet.
Okay, hold on.
The internet makes-
people claim that these white Republicans are all racist. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
a couple of them are going to be racist. But you know who else is more racist? Europeans,
Oh my.
Mexicans. Everybody's racist.
You Europeans, your knife epidemic right now is stupid.
That's actually no. Well, okay, hold on. The knife academic. You're talking about Britain, right? You're talking about UK. UK actually isn't. Well, you've heard of Brexit, yeah?
Sorry, Brexit. Yes, I'm
So
sorry.
it's just UK.
Britain. It's just Britain.
Just Britain, which is insane. Imagine walking through an alley and a dude has a little shiv and he's like, "Give me your money."
Give me your money. Empty the compartments of your pantaloons.
That was so.
If you are
Yeah, that was accurate. I
If
know.
you're
They
if
suck.
you're
I hate them.
European, if you are from anywhere but America, your view on American politics means nothing to me. If
Yeah,
you are,
true.
okay, I got in a huge debate with this Australian on in an Xbox party. Fine, yeah.
I love Australians. I'll be honest. I love them.
This idiot pulled the classic. At least our schools are a fucking shooting
At
gallery.
least our schools.
Listen,
Oh, fucking
listen,
shooting gallery.
Australians. If you guys want to talk about freedom, tell me what happened in 1997 in Australia. Oh yeah, they went house to house. The Australian government went house to house, taking all weapons, not just guns, all weapons, and burning them in the middle of the street. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So much for civil rights, Australia.
They had a general gun buyback, but yeah, that I
and
actually
they
don't.
went door to door taking your shit and making it highly illegal to own a gun unless
I
you have
mean,
a
gun
super
violence
special
did go
license.
down. I'll be honest, it did. But at the same time, that is.
Then
taking
stabbings
away.
went up. Great.
I want to go
Yeah,
out
true.
and shoot guns at like a shooting range or something. I've
I
never
mean,
actually.
well,
I've never actually
Australia,
shot a gun
Australia is the
before.
one place where the gun buybacks and all that stuff did actually help because it is basically just a bunch of hillbillies. So I mean, like, they don't really want to hurt each other. I mean, sure it happens, but I mean, most
Okay,
of it's
but
just.
then-
Well, dude, I
But
mean,
then they just started stabbing each other,
no,
and that's a problem.
most of Australia is pretty much just. Most of Australia is uninhabited. Most of it's just desert.
I mean, yeah, but I can't stand when they decide to have. I can't. I really, really don't like how Australians, though, and especially Europeans, they have takes on guns and firearm laws that
Well,
literally.
no, okay. Europeans are the one thing that pissed me off because
Oh,
I don't care. A lot of it just you don't live here.
Oh yeah.
For those on the podcast who don't know, we have amazing sandwiches waiting for us downstairs.
Sandwiches.
We have amazing food
Steak
staying out downstairs,
sandwiches.
but
Oh yeah.
it has been 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, okay, all
would
right.
you like
This is not.
everybody? We are going to try and put out a podcast episode once a week.
Once we will
Once a
try
week.
our
We will
best.
try.
We need to like kind of.
We will shoot. We will shoot at least one once a week, but the production of it.
We gotta figure out. We gotta figure
as
out
much as possible.
how. Yeah, we gotta figure out how we're gonna mix audio and how we're gonna actually get the video up there.
So-
None of us have no idea what we're doing.
Because right now
This
we
is
have
being recorded on a Sunday.
because we
don't
have
know when this will
two
be up.
we have two sets of recordings right now from the GoPro that then overheated. So we're gonna have to overlay the audio. It's gonna be a whole thing.
This is gonna be a audio
And then-
only podcast.
And then as soon
Are we doing the video at all or no?
There's no video on
Okay,
this.
well then we're gonna have to put something in the background.
The file, it got so hot that the file corrupted in the ASSR. There is no video at all.
Oh, there is no.
Wow, there's
There's no
no
video.
video at all.
There's
Video.
no
Okay, so
video
this is
at all.
audio only.
Okay,
Sweet.
so we're putting on Black Ops 2 footage.
We need.
We're putting on some sort
We'll
of
just do
footage.
different game footage, honestly. At this point, we'll have actual audio versions on. Hopefully, we
YouTube.
can do iTunes. No, not YouTube. We'll do iTunes.
Yep.
We'll do Apple. We'll do Spotify, and then pretty much anything we can get our hands on that we can get a podcast onto.
sounds
We
so
will do
good.
it.
All right, everybody. This was the Prodcast, a podcast that'll shock the hell out of you.
I'm Ryan.
My name is Jonathan. I am here with my co-hosts Ezra and Ryan. This was the first of many, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.